Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in ensaymada baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart to code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Knight, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Knight, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it. Oh my God!
And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
Good evening mga ka-Filbasket! Tuloy ang aksyon dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center because this is the summit, this is the last chance, and this is the grand finale of the Filbasket 2022 Summer Championships presented by Pure Gold. Welcome everybody to this do-or-die matchup between the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the San Juan Knights. We are inviting you guys to head on over to Muntinlupa, but just the same, we are streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Kumu with a delayed telecast on Solar Sports. Magandang gabi po muli. Ako po si Megan Cabrera. Kasama ko ngayon, Ken Pangilinan and Coach Mike Perez. Good evening, guys. This is a very special night for all of us because Game 3 na ng finals. And of course, it is also Mother's Day. So this is definitely going to be a treat for all the Filbasket mamas out there. Meron ba kayong gustong batiin? Well, ako muna. Uunahan ko na kayo. Happy Mother's Day to my mom and of course to all the strong ladies of my family.
Siyempre ako naman gusto ko batiin Happy Mother's Day to my mom Leia Pangilinan and also Josephine Miravalles. Happy Mother's Day po.
Well, ako naman, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my wife, Doris Perez, and my daughter-in-law, Camille Joy Ang, and also to my cousins, Maddie, Butch, Joy, Leng, and every one of you. Happy Mother's Day, and hope you enjoy your special day.
Guys, let's update the audience with our playoff bracket. So, nagsimula tayo sa 12 teams and now we are down to 2. Both teams with 1 win each. Kaya do or die to, Ken.
Yup, the San Juan Knights, number 5th rank in the elimination round. Kaya knockout quarterfinals sila ng Pasig Central Sea Realtors. They won that match 93-91 in overtime. Pagdating ng semifinals, kinalaban nila the Tanduay Masters undefeated but they defeated them in 2 games. At dito nga, Nueva Ecija, tabla na sila dito, 1-all. Game 3 for all the marbles.
Well, ang Nueva Ecija naman came in with a loss in the opening of this season against Tanduay, but ever since they went on a 14-0 run, including this playoffs in the finals, and they went up against All-Star Bacolod Bowlers in the semifinals, won against them, and led them here in the final setup with San Juan Knights.
For finals game 2 naman, balikan natin yon because the Nueva Ecija Capitals actually lost to San Juan. First time after 14 games na winning streak natin. 65-71, Ken. Paano yun nangyari?
Yup, actually ito Nueva Ecija Capitals led by as much as 10 points in the first half, but late in the second quarter, yung Nueva Ecija up by 7 points, 29-22. Coach Gerson Cabiltes called for a disqualifying foul, so na-thrown out siya doon. And from then on, it's been a downhill para dito sa Capitals. Inuunti-unti sila ito San Juan Knights and the Knights able to prevail in the end.
Well, actually, Ken, if you look at the numbers, Nueva Ecija actually shot better than San Juan, 36 versus 33%. However, itong San Juan got more attempts. I think about 25 more attempts than that of Nueva Ecija. Binalikan lang nitong San Juan ang kanilang lessons learned in game number 1 where they had less than 20 attempts at yun na ibinalik na lang nila. And one of the key data stats that we have there na talagang it told on the game was the free throws. Free throws percentage, pag tinignan mo 52% si Nueva Ecija, but really it was the 14 missed free throws that really counted a lot, mas lalo na in a close game such as this. So these things, titingnan natin kung ano magiging adjustments na mangyayari mamaya for both of these teams.
And John Clarito was a huge success para dito sa San Juan Knights. Not part of the starting 5, came late in the first quarter, scored 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 of them offensive, 2 assists, 3 steals, and an efficient 7 out of 14 shooting. Really solid outing for the former De Ocampo College standout.
Ken, John Clarito, playoffs, Clarito is back. Siya talaga ang best player of the game every win ng San Juan since the quarterfinals. But we will be turning you over to Sam Coloso to have a word with one of our clutch players for the San Juan Knights who helped them get their win. Sam?
Thanks, Megan. Kasama ko nga ngayon si Judel Rick Fuentes from the San Juan Knights. Judel, second quarter pa lang ng Game 2, there was already extreme physicality, yet you managed to eke out a win from that and force Game 3.
Siguro, na-expect pa rin namin yung physical ngayon sa Game 3 kasi nga, ito na, door die na. And then, So maglaro lang kami ng maayos and then sinusunod lang namin yung mga sistema na pinapagawa ni coach sa amin.
Judel, isa ka sa pinaka-offensive players ng team ninyo. Pero nung last game nga, as a team, you struggled to shoot from the outside.
Siguro tira lang and hindi naman ako pinipilit nila coach na tira ng tira, score ng score. And then yun, depensa lang ako palagi and dun ko makukuha yung offense ko.
Judel, paano nyo makikip yung momentum nyo from game 2 down to the very end?
Number 1 is defense namin. Yun talaga. And then yun, sistema namin na mga bagong plays namin.
Thank you so much, Judel, and good luck to you and your team. Back to you, Megan.
Maraming salamat, Sam. Ken, pag-usapan naman natin ngayon, ano bang major na naging pagbabago sa San Juan Knights that helped them get their Game 2 win?
Yup, let's talk about Game 1 and Game number 2 nitong San Juan Knights. In Game number 1, pinahirapan agad sila nitong Nueva Ecija Capitals. Really uncomfortable on their offensive sets. Trailed by as much as 27 points. So they only shot 38.6 field goal shooting and only 15 assists. At ang masakit dyan, 30 whopping turnovers, a playoffs record. Pagdating naman ng Game number 2, it was a nip-and-tuck affair. Low-scoring ball game. But ang key dito, 30 more shot attempts for the San Juan Knights. 29 out of 87 shooting. At only 16 turnovers, very manageable. And of course, Jonard Clarito was the big guy for them. Struggled nung nag-start siya. Only 2 points nung game number 1. 1 out of 5 field goal shooting. 7 rebounds. Pagdating naman nung game number 2, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 7 out of 14 field goal shooting. So really solid performance para dito kay Jonard Clarito.
If I may add also, Ken, itong si Ato Olar, who performed really well together with Jonard Clarito, hitting 10 points in that third and fourth quarter run. Very important yung mga putback niya. Kaya yung mga bench points na yun, really crucial para dito sa San Juan. And also, I'd like to say that when they started Sarangay and Ubalde, right there in the game, nandoon kagad, that really set the tone from a physicality standpoint and help the other guys, Olar and Jonard Clarito, to come off the bench and perform much better in the end game.
And also another story for the San Juan Knights is their starters. Nung game number 1, really struggled itong starters ng San Juan. 11 out of 33 shooting from the field. Pagdating naman ng game number 2, a little better, 22 out of 54. CJ Isit, Justin Gutang, and Judel Fuentes combined for 40 out of the 42 starter points nitong San Juan Knights. At pagdating naman sa bench points, hindi rin nagpauli itong San Juan. Alam naman natin, Nueva Ecija number 1 in terms of bench points. Nung game number 1, namayapag sila dito 45-27. But pagdating nung game number 2, San Juan surprisingly won that stat 29-22. It's the very first time na itong Nueva Ecija Capitals lost that category since their loss against the Tanduay Rom Masters.
Coach Mike, now that we have that, sa Nueva Ecija side naman, where did they fall short for Game 2?
Well, definitely the story of game number 2 in Nueva Ecija. As you can feel the energy now inside this gym, no? It was the 16 missed free throws, really. It's just a close game, but those 16 free throws mattered a lot para sa laban na to. The second factor that really led them to their loss would be yung offensive lows. Of all the stats that you will see down there, yung mga nasa baba na naka-highlight na yan, those are low stats for Nueva Ecija. All games versus San Juan, eliminations, Game 1 and Game 2, yan ang pinakamababa. Kaya kayong mga fans ng Nueva Ecija, kung feeling nyo napakababa ng naramdaman nyo after their loss, well, it's because mababa yung numbers na binigay rin ng inyong team ng Nueva Ecija. And lastly, it's really about the bench points. Game number 1, they made 45 points off the bench. Game number 2, only 22. Sino ba yung mga players natin sa Nueva Ecija ang tinitingnan natin? It's Macaloni, Bitoon, Balaconag. Yung tatlong yon would produce a lot of points para dito sa bench ng Nueva Ecija. Kaya when the starters needed that support, they're really in there contributing, being the top bench points in all of the teams.
Thank you so much, Coach Mike. Now, I'm sure we want to hear from one of these guys themselves. Sam Coloso kasama ngayon, Nueva Ecija Capitals.
Thanks, Megan. Kasama ko nga ngayon si Pamboy Raimundo from the Nueva Ecija Capitals. Pamboy, second quarter pa lang, it was wild already. Things were almost out of control. Tapos na-eject pa si Coach Gerson.
So, totoo yan. The intensity was too high. The physicality was there. So makikita mo talaga na both teams gustong manalo. Tapos si Coach Gerson, laking factor nung nawala sa amin. Hindi kami nag-stick together as a team. So malaking factor nung nawala si Coach sa amin.
Pamboy, things were still in your favor nung third quarter dahil lamang pa kayo ng 10 points. But then, yun nga, nung nawala si Coach Gerson, things all went down from there.
Oo nga, nung second half, we're up I think by 10 points pa. So I think that was their strategy para mawala kami sa focus. So nagpadala kami sa emosyon namin na which is today, hindi namin gagawin yun.
Pamboy, close out game to. So what will the Nueva Ecija Capitals do to close this out?
Siguro mag-stick kami sa game plan namin, yung preparation namin, kailangan namin i-apply ngayon. Tapos kailangan maging hungry kami sa bola. Every time na mapupunta sa amin, kailangan i-treat namin yung bola parang ginto.
Thank you so much and good luck to you and your team, Pamboy. Back to you, Megan.
Thank you so much, Sam. Ayan, Coach Mike, ano ang kailangan gawin ng Nueva Ecija Capitals to finally secure their first basketball championship tonight?
Well, alam naman natin na itong Nueva Ecija is talagang multiple champion team ito. Kaya naman the very first thing that they need to do is to keep that poise of a champion. Be aggressive, stay focused, and remember, you're the #1 in points per game, free throws, field goal percentages, points in paints, fast break points, assist, and even bench points. You hold on to that and keep that as a weapon para dito sa laban na to, especially when you felt that loss of Coach Gerson when he went out of the game at the second quarter of that game number 2. Next, they gotta make their free throws. Those 14 missed free throws cost them that game, and they have to be able to come back and make better conversions of their free throws. And lastly, we talk about the bench. It's the all-star bench of Macaloni, Balucanag, and Bitoon that really needs to contribute if they want to come home as champions again here in Filbasket this season.
Para naman sa inyo, Ken, San Juan Knights, very young team, only 4 holdovers from their last championship. Ano ang kailangan nila gawin para makuha ang corona?
Unang-una sa lahat, for the San Juan Knights, they have to have a strong start. Nasa kanila yung momentum. Actually, itong Nueva Ecija Capitals won the first half of games number 1 and number 2. So it's very important for the San Juan Knights to have a strong start. Second, generate quality looks, create opportunities para sa guards, lalo kay Orlan Wamar at dito kay Judel Fuentes, who has been struggling from three-point land. As a team, only 6 out of 48 shooting, 12.5%. So, kailangan taasan nila yan. And lastly, they have to keep their poise. They have to keep their turnover style. Asahan nila itong Nueva Ecija would pressure them all throughout the game. So, they have to dictate the pace and keep their emotions in check.
Guys, thank you so much. Sobrang taas na ng energy dito. Huwag na nating patagalin pa. Let me turn you over to Ryan Villena to get this ball game going.
Good evening! Live from the Muntinlupa Sports Center, this is Filbasket Summer Championship 2022, presented by Pure Gold. This is game number 3 of the best-of-3 final series between the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the San Juan Knights. Are you ready? Let's meet the Nueva Ecija Capitals. A 6-foot guard from Golden West College, the team captain, number 1, Jonathan Uilawan. A 6'5" forward from the Far Eastern University, number 25, Tonton Ringas. A 5'10" guard from the University of the East, number 18, Philip Manalang. A 6'3" center from the San Pedro University, number 3, J.R. Taganas. A 6'2" forward from the Philippine Christian University, number 20, Stephen Sirumba. A 5'10" guard from the San Sebastian College Recoletos, number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. A 6'5" center from the University of San Carlos, number 14, Will McAloney. A 6'1" forward from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 15, Bobby Balucanag. A 6'1" forward from the University of the East, number 77, Renz Palma. A 5'9" guard from Mapua University, number 7, Esed Gabo. And now let's meet their starters. At point guard, standing 5'8" from St. Clair College, number 27, Chris Piton. At shooting guard, standing 6 foot flat from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, number 29, Michael Wico. At small forward, 6 foot flat from Jose Rizal University, number 51, Byron Villarreal. At power forward, standing 6'4" from the Lyceum of Subic Bay, number 23, JJ Collado. And at center, standing 6'4" from Jose Rizal University, number 28, Michael Mapulak. The assistant coaches of the Capitals are Florian Pineda, Joseph Guion, Arnold Oliveros, and Noy Catalan Jr. The team manager is Mr. Ivan Cuevas. Team owners are Mayor Ryan Cuevas and Mr. Bong Cuevas. The head coach of the Capitals is Gerson Cabiltes. And now let's meet the San Juan Knights. A 6'4" center from the Central Colleges of the Philippines, number 27, Joseph Ubalde. A 6'3" forward from Centro Escolar University, number 19, Oni Larim. A 5'9" guard from the Lyceum of the Philippines University, number 0, Nino Ibanez. A 6'2" forward from the University of Perpetual Health System, Dalton, number 21, Dalton Peralta. A 6'4" center from the Colegio de San Juan de Leftran, number 4, Ato Ular. A 6'7" center from Mapua University, number 15, Christian Bunyag. A 6'2" forward from the Ocampo Memorial College, number 22, Jonard Clarito. A 5'6" guard from Centro Escolar University, number 5, Orlan Wamar. And now let's meet their starters. At point guard, standing 5'9" from Mapua University, number 1, CJ Isit. At shooting guard, standing 5'10" from Centro Escolar University, number 17, Judel Fuentes. At center, standing 6'6" from Mapua University, number 6, Mark Sarangay. At power forward, standing 6'4", also from Mapua University, number 10, Maki Acosta. And at small forward, standing 6'4" from the De La Salle College of St. Benil, and the tournament most valuable player, number 18, Justin Gutang. The coaches of the Knights are Randy Alcantara, Yong Garcia, and Jerry Andaleon. Team manager is June Usman. Team governor is Chris Conway. Team owner is Senator Jinggoy Estrada. The interim head coach of the Knights is Nani Ibundulan. Everyone, please stand for our national anthem brought to us by Kumu. We request those wearing hats or caps to please take them off while the anthem is being sung. Our national anthem is to be led by a singer, dancer, and musical theater actress. Please welcome Miss Danielle Pauline Haravata.
Po natin ang ating kanang kamay sa ating dibdib at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupig, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilag ang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal, ang kislap ng wataw at mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim, lupa ng araw ng luwal, hatid pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo, aming ligaya na pag may mang-aapi ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Thank you very much, Miss Danielle Pauline Haravata. We call on all the players to meet at half court for the traditional handshake before the game.
It's time for game number 3 for all the marbles between the San Juan Knights and the Nueva Ecija Capitals. Hello everyone who's watching us live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Kumu, and our delayed telecast on Solar Sports. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan, kasama si Coach Mike Perez, and makakasama din natin on the sidelines ang ating courtside reporters Megan Cabrera at si Sam Coloso as we see the starting lineups. Coach Mike, subtle adjustments for both teams.
That's right. And I think yung mga adjustments na ginagawa nila ito is really learning from game number 1 and game number 2, to which we have here again si Collado starting out at forward, joined by Byron Villarias, Michael Mabulak of course starting in the middle para sa Nueva Ecija, and Bitoon coming in instead of Hesed Gabo at the guard position, joining Michael Wico at the front court. Now, samantalang sa San Juan Knights, it's really Justin Gutang, Mark Acostas in their replacement of Christian Bunyag from game number 2. They retained Mark Sarangay and Isidro Fuentes rounding out the first 5 for the Knights.
Itong si Hesed Gabo, tandaan natin, was the finals MVP in the last year's Filbasket Summer Championship, averaging 13 points per contest, but here in this finals only averaging 2.5 points, and now coming off the bench after starting the first 2 games. So ito, simula na ng ating laro. Nueva Ecija kontra sa San Juan.
Well, they're starting out Chris Bitoon in lieu of Hesed Gabo. Siguro napansin nila na yung combination ng lineup between Hesed Gabo and CJ Isit is favorable para sa San Juan Knights kasi medyo malikot maglaro to si Isit eh. So they have to be able to counter that, and so they bring in Bitoon.
And right off the bat, JJ Collado scores for the Capitals. Meanwhile, Fuentes step back free, no go. Sarangay with the board, wala. Pinag-usapan natin, Coach Mike, itong San Juan Knights needs to start out strong.
Yes, and definitely, actually both teams would really need to start out strong because you wanna start the momentum really on your side, lalo na this is a knockout game, winner takes all na ito.
Acosta starting for Bunyag, airballs that free.
But I like the demeanor of the players on the floor right now. Really very businesslike. Walang unnecessary na mga activities na nangyari. It's really just basketball, and the physicality in there is somehow medyo okay na compared sa game number 2.
This should be a fun matchup. Bitoon kontra dito kay Isit. Under 9 minutes left in the first quarter. 2-0 is our score.
Oh, that was too far out. Yung pasa na yun intended for Collado.
Collado posting up Acosta. 6 seconds to work with. And almost he turned over. Collado fade away. Wala. Gutang, fast break opportunity. Goes straight to the hole but misses.
That left side open for Gutang but lost steam as he was going for that layup.
At meanwhile, Bitoon trying to send the ball to Wico but Wico stepped out of bounds.
Well, so far napapansin natin sa Nueva Ecija, they switched it. No? Instead na si Collado ang nasa taas and nasa baba si Mabulak, now they have Collado on the post working maybe to try and address yung pag-front nila kay Mabulak.
Isit posting up inside. And Wico steals the ball. Goes all the way for the layup.
Costa's not gonna make that in terms of stride. Nauna na ito si Michael Wico, and so right now it's Nueva Ecija with a 4-0 start.
First 2 games, tandaan natin, Nueva Ecija has won the first and second quarters. Fuentes kontra ay Villarias.
He wants a clear out. He wants to be able to take this one-on-one against Villarias.
6 seconds sa kanila shot clock. Acosta, pasa kay Isit, 4-3. Book it!
Yan ang maganda kay CJ Isit when you start him. Binibigyan kanya ng mga ganyang values. Dribble penetrations, threes is able to set up. One thing that's different with the guards of itong San Juan versus that of Nueva Ecija. Itong mga guards na is kumbaga talagang scorer itong mga to eh. Wamar, Isit at itong si Fuentes. They don't have a bundo and the point guard which they had the previous season.
Meanwhile, Mabulak with a strong hook shot. 6-3 ang ating talaan.
Ako, ikaw si Coach Gerson, gusto mo yun, Ken. Dahil finally, you're seeing action from Mabulak early on.
Meanwhile, CJ Isit really aggressive drawing that foul.
As we see that post-up, they really love to post up their bigs. And they feel they got a mismatch against Acosta. And so Mabulak just took advantage of that, exploited it, and made that basket underneath.
Under 7 minutes remaining in the first. Isit splitting the defenders and makes that shot.
Clearly night and day yung nakikita mong difference pagka si Isit ang Ken talagang may activity.
Mabulak. And that's an easy call, offensive foul.
Well, Mabulak's gotta be careful because you don't want to start off this way para sa team ninyo as we see that split in the middle and look at the value of a CJ Isit able to thread that lane and open it up with that left-handed finish.
And that move of the game is brought to you by Pure Gold. Gutang scoop shot is good.
Again, credit that to the activity that was initiated by CJ Isit. CJ talagang hopefully para sa San Juan, they're thinking na ito yung start na hinahanap nila para sa game number 3.
San Juan lamang ngayon, 7-6. Bitoon kicks it out. Michael Wico decides to drive inside and he drops it in.
Well, good decision of Michael Wico getting that dribble penetration inside instead of opting for that 3 as we just see Justin Gutang right there, Ken.
Maaga pa lang, nagka-apisikalan na. Justin Gutang down on the floor. Let's see the replay.
The drive right there, inadvertent elbow on that left elbow on the chin of Justin Gutang. Of course, itong si Chris Bitoon is a left-hander kaya, that really is inadvertent. He has to throw that outside using his left hand.
And because of the pressure of Chris Bitoon, CJ Isit called for that offensive foul.
I love the battle of the lefties at the point guard position, Ken. Magandang matchup ito. So, I mean, everybody's going to be very excited about how this gets out itong game na ito. But dito pa lang, kita mo na talagang laban kung laban itong dalawang koponan na to.
Meanwhile, may ibalita muna tayo first kay Sam Coloso and pakatapos naman kay Megan Cabrera. Girls?
Thanks, Ken. Sabi ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes from the Nueva Ecija Capitals, he doesn't want to dwell on the last game. Their emotions got the best of them. However, moving forward, today's game plan is to win. They came from a winning streak and last loss nga nila nung March 18 pa. Pero sabi nga ni Coach, it's part of the game. Nung practice, they talked about what to work on and that's giving San Juan second attempt. Sabi ni Coach Gerson, he's been in this position before and he already knows how to handle this. Megan?
Sam, according to Coach Nani Pondolan of the San Juan Knights, on the other hand, for most of the guys on his team, first time nila makaabot ng championships at this level. So he always reminds his players that out of 12 teams, they are one of the 2 who made it this far, and they do not want to let go of this chance. Coach tells his team na for this game, they have to work hard the most. Hindi pwedeng ma-outwork ng kalaban, so they have to really win every possession. Ken and Coach Mike?
Thank you, Sam and Megan. And habang nagre-report sila, itong si CJ Isit and Michael Wico, nagkakamustahan na agad.
Right, and I think CJ Isit has to keep his cool because nakita naman natin yung value niya. So see what happened earlier. It was a battle for the rebound and there was a foul called on CJ Isit and Michael Wico just went between Sarangay and Isit right there.
And our referees have their hands full talking about itong si Alan Manzano, Eddie Villarosa, and Ruel Tolentino. Bitoon at pinasok na dito si Orlan Wamar. 5 minutes and 26 seconds left.
Very early itong pagpasok na to ni Orlan Wamar.
And on the next dead ball, si Jonard Larito ipapasok na rin ni Coach Nani Pondolan. Meanwhile, Bitoon strong and that jumper.
Kita mo yung physicality ng game. Talagang kung ako si Orlan Wamar, sobrang mapapagod na ako. Kasi halos lahat ng penetrations niya may contact sa kanya eh.
Meanwhile, we would like to thank Wilson, the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Collado with the reverse.
Well, this game really living up to its hype. Right now, 3-point game lang to for Nueva Ecija, but San Juan's got to settle down after that Isit incursion. Kailangan mag-settle down sila and keep the eye on the prize.
Wico and Collado leading them in scoring with 4 apiece. Fuentes, pasa kay Acosta, 3 seconds left. And traveling ang tinawag doon.
Good defense there, heads up para dito kay Chris Bitoon. That's what you missed in Nueva Ecija in that previous game. I felt na mas lalo na nung nawala na si Coach Gerson. The defense kind of sagged a bit. Hindi katulad nung game 1 na talagang in your face, right in there, aggressive yung defensa na yun.
Atolar, papasok na rin dito for San Juan. As well as Ton Peralta for the Nueva Ecija Capitals. You have Bobby Balucanag and Jonathan Uyluan, who injured his ankle in game number 1, did not suit up.
That's right. It's going to be very interesting on how this plays out para kay Jonathan Uyluan, one of the premier shooters that they have for Coach Gerson.
Missed game number 2, talking about itong si Uyluan. Meanwhile, Babulak against Sarangay, double team. Nice passing inside. Bobby Balucanag with the deuce.
I've said this once and I'll say it again. The best interior passer there is itong si Michael Wico. And talagang pag pinasa niya sa loob, talagang makikita mo libreng-libre yung nakokonektan niya.
Approaching the 4-minute mark in quarter number 1. And Mark Sarangay gets whacked hard after that attempt.
Well, earlier before the game, as we look at this, that post down below, you see that cut by Michael Wico and that beautiful pass for Bobby Balucanag. The bench guys that really need to step up para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
And that assist delivery of the game is brought to you by Happily, which is now available via Grab Delivery and Takeout.
And Jonathan Uyluan, who really just came in, we asked him earlier if he's 100%, and sabi niya 100% siya because yung ankle injury niya earlier.
And looks like Jonathan Uyluan and Mark Sarangay exchanging words after that play.
And Jonathan, everybody's gotta keep their cool as you see there. Jonathan holding on to that, I believe that lip.
Parang tinamaan siya nung left arm ni Mark Sarangay after that shot.
Right.
So looks like may tama siya sa bibig. And the bouncers, the referees. Now Ruel Tolentino signaling technical foul. So antayin natin itong announcement ng ating courtside announcer Ryan Villena as action is picking up early here in the first quarter.
Well, as you all know, itong San Juan caused that winning streak of Nueva Ecija to stop at 14. And previous to that, they also stopped the winning streak of Tanduayram at 11. So, ang malaking storyline nga dito is, will this be a Cinderella finish for San Juan, or will Nueva Ecija claim this title again?
So, technical foul each. para kay Mark Sarangay at kay Jonathan Uyloan. Mark Sarangay kanina nagpapaliwanag na lang kay Michael Mabulak and now he's shooting 2 free throws. Mark Sarangay from Mapua University scored 2 points in 11 minutes in game number 2.
Well, that's crucial yung in-score niya na yun. That was that role, I think, in the 4th quarter. That was really big. You couple that with that of yung contributions ni Ato Olar.
But you could see Sarangay and Uyloan still talking while he's taking the free throw. Mark Sarangay makes both, cutting the lead down to 3.
And the former Mapua Cardinal connecting on those free throws and cuts this to a 3-point game.
Series is tied at 1 apiece. Meanwhile, a foul away from the ball against Mark Sarangay, and that's his 2nd. At nakita natin, Coach Mike, Joseph Ubalde, just like in game number 2, surprise package para dito kay Coach Nani Pundolan.
Oh yeah, they gave him a good lift. As we see there, talaga nga naman foul. Yun kay Mark Sarangay.
Impeding the progress nitong si Michael Mabulak. Dito on, using that Mabulak screen. Well read by the defense of San Juan. Wamar. Taking free, pasa kay Ular at the last minute. And what a good idea.
Well, kanina, si Ular was practicing those jumpers. Ngayon, is finally reaping yung effort niya.
And we would like to thank our prize money sponsor, Medisure Pharmacy. So isang foul na naman kontra dito kay Don Peralta. And penalty na itong San Juan Knights. Actually, both teams over the limit.
Well, yeah, it seems like we were going back to where we were in game number 2. A lot of physically, as we see a lot of holding there by Ubalde. Kasi yun yung ginagawa talaga nila kay Mabulak. They're trying to front him na pagka 1 pass away, they don't want him to get that pass kaya front nila. But ang kapalit nga nun is you're resulting in fouls.
Meanwhile, Uyloan misses on that first free throw.
Well, we talked about the free throw, in the impact in game number 2. 14 missed free throws out of the 37 attempts. Medyo malaki yun. And they really need to make these.
Renz Palma and Hesed Gabo, pinasok na rin ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes. 13-11 is our score. Peralta, pasa kay Ubalde.
Oh, beautiful pass.
And Clarito with the reverse.
See that pass by Ubalde has been giving them a lot of lift off the bench itong si Ubalde.
And Filbasket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leoni Agri Corporation. Palma. And that's a traveling call.
Yeah, that's very consistent of Palma. Every time he gets that leather, similar to Michael Wico, if he gets that, their first look is really to attack. And look at that beautiful pass by Ubalde to Jonard Clarito.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako. Ubalde with that no-look pass ties the game up at 13 apiece.
Now they like this matchup with the Palma and Clarito.
Binigay naman, but Ubalde misses. And off. Away from the play, foul na naman as happily is available via grab delivery and takeout sa grab.
And immediately, makita mo si Coach Nani Pundolan. Once he saw that contact na biglang huminto itong si Ubalde, as you see that on that replay, he really just stopped and bumped into Mabulak. Wala na nagawa si Coach Nani Pundolan, kundi tumingin na lang siya kay Ubalde and says, settle down. Sinenyasan niya, settle down.
Alam mo yung masakit, Coach Mike, hindi ka nakatingin, tapos biglang may babangga sa'yo.
Alright.
And yun ang ginawa ni Joseph Ubalde dito kay Michael Mabulak.
And in a way, he's sending a message to Michael Mabulak, no? But, you know, you give up fouls, yun lang. Lalo na in a high-stake game such as a championship, a rubber match, so to speak.
Joseph Ubalde in game number 2 only played 5 minutes but namigay ng 3 foul. So sinulit niya talaga.
Yeah, tsaka hindi lang 3 fouls. He had 3 attempts. Wala lang nga siyang na-score. Pero at least he's there trying to score for their team. Hindi yun parang naging accessory lang siya inside.
Kung intangibles talaga is the inside point so far dominated by Nueva Ecija 12-6. As a turnover, Palma. And bago pa niya napasa, he was out of bounds.
A lucky break there for San Juan. Nueva Ecija was on a 3-on-1 run. At talagang hindi lang makontrol nitong si Renz Palma. He was caught stepping on that end line.
And Justin Gutang returns para dito kay Joseph Ubalde with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Back and for free go. Lamang dito ang Nueva Ecija. 2 points, 15-13. Peralta, corner triple. Masyadong matulis.
But they need him to make those shots because they need another guy to make that 3.
Palma, short on that free. Ular grabs the board. Wamar, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Using that Ular screen. Great show there by Macaloni. Ular, drop pass dito kay Peralta.
Wow, and if you're Coach Nani Pundulan, you like that. Peralta is contributing early on in the game number 3.
Gabo, pasa dito kay Palma. Macaloni, top of the key. Hands it off. Gabo, 9 seconds to work with. And turnover for Nueva Ecija. And battle for the loose ball. Gutang. Wamar finds Peralta.
Gotta take this, he's gotta take this.
And he knocks it down from the right corner.
If they're gonna leave you that free and no one's near you, you gotta take that shot. And that was a good cue for Peralta.
Tanda natin ito, San Juan Knights as Orlan Wamar steals the ball from Gabo. And foul on the floor, pero 2 free throws pa rin kay Wamar dahil penalty na itong Nueva Ecija. I was just about to say, Coach Mike, as we take a look first at the replay here, Don Peralta knocking down the 3. Before this game, Coach Mike, 6 out of 48 itong San Juan Knights sa 3-point shooting. Only 12.5%.
And in game number 1, Ken, itong si Peralta went 4 out of 9. Last time around, he didn't attempt any. Although meron siya 2 na dapat in-attempt niya, he had to pass it to Ato Olar, which I felt, sabi ko nga, dapat tinira na niya because he's a much better perimeter shooter than Olar in that range.
Wamar scoreless in game number 1. Hit the dagger triple, his only points in game number 2. And now scores his first point here in the decider.
Yep, and how crucial is that na alam mong hindi ka pa nakaka-shoot the entire game and your team is 1 out of 26 at that point with the game 2 on the line with the possibility to go home. You take that shot. You have to have a lot of nerves to be able to hoist that leather.
As we take a look at the 3-point shooting, so far San Juan Knights 2 out of 4. Wala pa dito itong Nueva Ecija. Itong si Orlan Wamar, first 2 games, a combined 1 out of 12 field goal shooting. Really struggling para dito sa San Juan. Pamboy, pinasok na rin dito. Palma.
Oh, beautiful.
Ganda sana nun, but the long arms of Ato Ular bothering that offensive set nitong Nueva Ecija.
Actually, I love that offensive set of itong Nueva Ecija wherein they just make it look like a triangle offense entry, but really it's a show of the other weak side post to the short corner. And that post guy will lift. Napakaganda nun. They trying to overload one side.
Under a minute left in the opening quarter. Pamboy, pasa kay Wico. And another steal for San Juan.
Deflections game, really more on the side of San Juan.
Oh! And what a denial there by Michael Wico as he complains on a non-call on the offensive end. Pero timeout muna dito ang San Juan.
Oh boy, look at that block by Michael Wico. Nothing but ball.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako. No access, sabi ni Michael Wico. Pero lamang dito ang San Juan, 19-15 here in the first quarter. Back here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center kung saan lamang ang San Juan by 4 points. And after that timeout, tinawagan si Michael Wico ng technical foul. So free throw para dito sa San Juan.
Yeah, and while we understand sometimes yung mga sentiments ng mga players, especially they're the ones on the ground, you gotta respect the officials of the game also. And I think the officials would not have any much more of that, especially with what happened in game number 2. So they want to be able to control this match early on sa first quarter pa lang.
Womar sinks that free throw. Bola mananatili sa San Juan. Baseline inbound. Gutang. Finds Orlan Womar. But off the ball. Looks like an offensive foul. Whistled against Jonard Clarito.
Yeah, looks like a moving screen called on Jonard Clarito after that beautiful inbound pass. That down pick. Yeah, he impeded Palma. That's a good call by the ref.
Offensive foul nga for Clarito. So 2-2-1 pressure defense being applied here by San Juan.
We want to be able to delay this because we're under a minute already in the quarter.
Pamboy setting up the play. Pasa kay Palma. Back to Raimundo. Wico drives middle. Scoop shot. Trickles in.
Grabe yung athletic ability nitong Michael Wico. Last second able to change that drive. Thinking pasa na siya nun eh.
Last shot time para dito sa San Juan. Womar being guarded by Raimundo. 8 seconds. Atolar stepping up for the screen. Macaloni, binabantayan si Womar.
Ooh.
And a steal here by Raimundo. And titignan ng referees kung merong tawag doon.
Yeah, it looks like there was contact on Raimundo.
So upon review, sabi ng referees, no call. So after the first quarter, lamang dito ang San Juan Knights 20-17. As we take a look at some of the highlights here. But first,
oh, there was no more time left, right? Very close, very close.
Pero mainit ang bakbakan natin, Coach Mike, early here in the first quarter. First time itong San Juan Knights winning the first quarter 20-17. CJ Isit, 5 early points for the Knights. And CJ Isit, of course, instrumental para dito sa mga nakapula. Meanwhile, Michael Wico leading the way for the Capitals with 6 points. Don Peralta, instant offense off the bench with 5 points. Kaya lamang dito ang San Juan 20-17 at the end of the first quarter. Take a look at Justin Gutang battling here for the San Juan Knights, who are currently leading by 3 points, 20-17 at the start of the second quarter. Welcome here at the Muntinlupa Sports Center. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan, kasama si Coach Mike Perez, and on the sidelines, Megan Cabrera and Sam Coloso.
Well, that patented 1-4 high ending in a back pick for Justin Gutang didn't work right there, and scoring by quarters. 7 of 13 from the field para sa Nueva Ecija and 7 of 17 para sa San Juan. So in the battle of attempts, mukhang mas lamang pa rin ang San Juan getting more attempts. Learning talaga nila ito ng game 1 eh. They want to be able to make attempts because the more attempts that you make, higher probability of magkaroon ka ng conversion.
But both teams really sloppy with the ball in the first quarter, especially itong Nueva Ecija already has 9 turnovers kontra sa 7 nitong San Juan Knights.
Yeah, and I think that's credit to the defense of both the teams forcing them. As we see bench points right there, 11 versus 3. And more of Peralta contributing to that para sa San Juan.
Don Peralta currently has 5 points. And Judel Fuentes, maagang pasok dito sa second quarter. Pinaltan muna si Ton Peralta. So makakasama niya dito si Orlan Wamar, Justin Gutang, Ato Ular, and Mark Sarangay. Samantala for the white shirts, on the floor, Renz Palma, Michael Wico, Pamboy Raimundo, Michael Mabulak, and Will Macaloni.
I like this matchup right here. One of the two matchups on the floor that I like. Fuentes versus Palma. Scorer versus defender.
Gutang, pasa kay Ular, short stab. Wala. Michael Wico down on the floor. Drives right.
Ooh!
Denied by Justin Gutang. Macaloni drives left. Great defense by the San Juan Knights.
These guys really battling for that possession.
Magandang bawi for Macaloni, foiling that Orlan Wamar attempt. And meanwhile, Justin Gutang called for the blocking foul.
Oh, and Michael Wico wincing in pain on that right knee, or right leg rather, holding on to his right ankle.
That's not a good sight if you're Nueva Ecija. Michael Wico writhing in pain after that contact. Coach Gerson Cabiltes, a look of concern as his star forward down on the floor. Let's take a look.
Oh, he stepped on the leg. Oh,
parang natapilok,
natapilok after that last one. There was the first contact on the right leg of Justin, but when he landed after Gutang fell, that's where the injury came in.
Michael Wico, of course, really crucial para dito sa Nueva Ecija Capitals.
Oh, he's being helped out and can't even put a weight on that leg. Hopefully, he'll be able to come back.
Mamaya, makikibalita tayo kay Sam Coloso for an update dito kay Michael Wico, who just won, who's actually part of the all-tournament defensive team this year.
Right. And you know, Michael Wico, what gives you in the eliminations about 11 points. And so far, the numbers have been down for Michael. He's got 7. But yung intangibles na kino-contribute niya para dito sa Nueva Ecija, hindi natin mabibilang talaga.
Hopefully, he could return in this all-important game number 3. Meanwhile, Palma, pasa dito kay Pamboy. Michael Wico, mid-range jumper, no go. Rebound Gutang. Fuentes, crossover. Great fake. And that finish.
Boy, when you talk about footwork, this is one of the best guys here sa Filbasket. You talk about itong si Judel Fuentes. Very squared when he takes a shot. When he does that jump stop, really good footwork. And he showed us right there how it's supposed to be done. Clear jump stop, holds on to that pivot foot. Up and under. Defense flies by. And ending up with that glass shot. Wow, what a move.
And that's not easy going up against the more athletic Renz Palma.
Correct. That's difficult.
Collado, pasa kay Pamboy.
Oh, finally, they got the good read. Kanina si Pamboy was very frustrated with that read. They ran the same play of screen the screener, hopefully to end up with that post on Michael Mabulak. But instead, Macaloni went the other way. Kaya na-frustrate si Pamboy dun. As we see here, they continue, well, like what we said earlier, they continue to front Michael Mabulak every time he is one pass away.
And big development for San Juan. Mark Sarangay already his 3rd foul. Maaga pa tayo dito sa second quarter.
They're actually face blocking ito si Michael Mabulak eh.
And Coach Nani Epondolan electing to let Mark Sarangay stay on the floor as JJ Collado with the putback.
Well, it's been quite a while that we've said that connection between Mabulak and Collado right there. Good tip to his buddy JJ.
Close game so far in game number 3. Fuentes pull-up 3 is good.
We said earlier at the start of the coverage, Ken, that somehow someone is due for a better three-point shooting game. And right now, with that handoff over to Judel and that second screen by Mark Sarangay, just letting it fly and going through the net.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple, Smart ako. Nueva Ecija needs to call timeout. They are down by 6 points here in the second quarter. Natin ang ating mga butihing ina na nanonood dito sa all-important game number 3. And of course, we would like to greet all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day po sa inyong lahat. Siyempre, batiin ko na rin ulit yung mami ko baka nanonood, Lea Pangalinan, who's watching. Happy Mother's Day po, Mama.
And I'm gonna greet again my beautiful wife, Doris Perez. Happy Mother's Day. And my daughter-in-law, Camille Joy Ang. And my cousins Maddie, Butch, Joy, and Leng, and my Mama Dai. Happy Mother's Day to all of you.
Siyempre, sama ko na rin si Josephine Miravalles. Happy Mother's Day po as Renz Palma cutting the lead down to 4 points with that open layup. Approaching the 7th minute mark of the second quarter. Hutang, guarded by Palma. Former teammates yan sa MPBL Invitational. Fuentes, one-on-one with Villarias. And that's great defense by Byron, setting up itong si Renz Palma.
One in every of the 3 games that we've had, we've seen that error from Judel Fuentes, having difficulty controlling that leather. Somehow, feeling mo parang nadudula sa kamay niya eh. As we see the Coach Jerson trying to plead a case on the officials. Look at that. That's very unforced, that turnover.
And that fast break of the game is brought to you by AICC.
Kita mo yung matchup nung humahabol, Clarito and Palma. Grabe. Energy guy for another energy guy.
At Coach Mike, Joseph Ubalde, pinasok ulit ni Coach Nani Pondulan.
Well, he has to because si Mark Sarangay has been piling up those fouls.
Justin Gutang, open free is good. Meanwhile, maikipalitan muna tayo kay Sam Coloso for an update sa Nueva Ecija. Sam?
Thanks, Ken. Sabi ni Michael Wico, na-twist nga daw yung paa niya sa encounter niya with Justin Gutang. Right now, the pain is 8 out of 10, pero sabi niya makakabalik pa siya. Back to you, Ken and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Sam. Alam naman natin, Michael Wico, palaban talaga to Coach Mike eh.
Oo, and that's good news if you're a Nueva Ecija fan. So Michael Wico is gonna try and come back. Nakakatayo naman siya. We can see him from his vantage point. He's standing up, he's stretching, and hopefully he comes back. They need you on the floor.
Great help defense there by JJ Collado. Nakawala na doon si CJ Isit.
Yeah, but somehow Nueva Ecija doing a good job of covering on those dribble penetrations of CJ Isit.
So we would like to thank Cantico Scoreboard Multisports Scoring Solutions. 6 minutes left in quarter number 2.
Oh, nobody covered.
Renz Palma, 6 straight points off the bench.
Hey, go ahead.
May kibati lang ako, Coach Mike. Ito, si Mike Lopez, our floor technical director. Bati lang natin ng maligayang bati, Coach
Happy
Mike.
birthday, Mike.
Kapangalan mo pa. Meanwhile, Fuentes, too strong on that free. Ubalde, giving them another chance. At sinuklian naman nun ni Justin Gutang.
When there was a drought in game number 1 and game number 2, those shots not falling, right now, that looks like a huge rim para dito sa San Juan from the 3-point region.
Villarias, Collado, gustong bumawi. Unable to do so. Fast break opportunity for San Juan. Clarito challenging the defense.
That was a forced shot, ill-advised shot there for Jonard.
Palma kicks it out. Villarias for 3. No. And meanwhile, with Jonard Clarito trying to go for that fast break. And a man down on the floor looks like
CJ Isit. Yeah.
Tignan natin, Coach Mike.
I think he got into a contact with that. Right, see. wayward arm of Michael Mabula kasi he was pushed by Ubalde.
Nagka-ball sila sa ilalim. Meanwhile, we'll turn you over to Megan Cabrera and Sam Coloso for this report.
Ken, for Coach Nani of the San Juan Knights, they are really trying to make fast-paced adjustments. So regardless of calls para sa San Juan, dapat mag-focus sila sa next play nila. And of course, Coach also points out na marami silang possession na nasayang. At hindi yun pwede going into the next quarters of the game. Sam, kamusta dyan sa Nueva Ecija?
Thanks, Megan. Coach Gerson from the Nueva Ecija Capitals wants his players to get down on defense. Sabi ni Coach Gerson, I want you to sustain your pressure and shoot your shots. After what went down with Michael Wico, pinaalala ni Coach Gerson to his players is to settle down. Ken, Coach Mike.
Thank you, Megan and Sam. As Fuentes short on that three, Nueva Ecija really needs to settle down. Already 11 turnovers here in the first half.
Boy, they're doing a San Juan in game number 1. They got to be able, to your point, take good care of that basketball, Ken.
Pero mabibiyayaan dito ang mga nakaputi dahil penalty na itong San Juan after that foul by Joseph Ubalde. So you can see they're jockeying for position. So free throws na para dito kay Michael Mabulang.
Well, I'm sure knowing ito si Coach Gerson Cabiltes, he's pretty okay with all these fouls being called on the bigs of San Juan because he knows come end game magkakasingilan yan eh. Maaaring balikan ng San Juan yan, but on the side of Coach Nani Pundulan, he's got to be able to make adjustments and anticipate na in case there will be problems on the bigs that he'll be able to adjust.
At mga itong San Juan, matatawagan dito. So improper bench decorum violation. Well, warning muna para dito sa San Juan Knights. And look who's on the floor, Coach Mike, for the Nueva Ecija Capitals. Michael Wico, after twisting that ankle.
Yeah, we saw him already go down and he was running normally. So if you're a Nueva Ecija fan, that's good news for you guys. You've got your Michael Wico back on the floor.
Philip Manalang nasa loob na rin para sa Capitals. Atolar subbing in for Joseph Ubalde. Atolar coming off a 10-point, 10-rebound outing in game number 2. Pressure defense being applied by the Capitals. Wamar nakatawid, pasa kay Isit. Driving against Manalang. Wamar 4-3, rattles out.
Oh, look at Ular on that jump.
And he was really crucial nung third quarter of game number 2 with those second chance points. But buwang mapupunta sa Nueva Ecija.
Yeah, yung mga timely putback niya noong third and fourth, that's really what kept San Juan in the game.
Meanwhile, gusto rin namin batiin ang Happy Mother's Day ang butihing misis at may bahay ng aming direktor ni Freddy Picardals, si Mrs. Tess Picardal. Happy Mother's Day po. Wico fakes, finds Bobby Balucanag, draws contact.
Man, the white Superman going to work early. Bobby Balucanag, one of the trios we said na kailangan off the bench dito si Coach Gerson, no? These guys produced only just 12 points out of the 22 in game number 2, but yung game number 1 nila 45 points out of na bench points. 37 of that came from the trio of Bitoon, Balucanag, as well as itong si Will Macaloni.
Bobby Balucanag really struggling from the free throw line. That's 0 out of 8 after that miss. Finally knocks down his first free throw dito sa finals.
Well, in as much as sinabi natin kanina, yung mga big men fouls, maaaring singilin ang San Juan later on. The same way on the free throws para dito sa Nueva Ecija. They gotta be able to convert because these are free. And baka mamaya, dyan sila singilin rin at the end game.
We would like to thank our prize money sponsor,
wow,
Medishore Pharmacy. Almost but not quite. And bola mapupunta sa Nueva Ecija. And tension is at all-time high here. Look at that. Taganas, Bunyag battling for the ball.
Oh yeah, that was last touch, Taganas.
So bola mananatili sa San Juan. Currently up by 4, 31-27. Wamar, quick trigger, too strong. Isit, kicks it out. And Bitoon natawagan ng foul doon.
Well, Bitoon just a little bit late on that pass. He knew that when CJ Isit, every time he's down there and he's got no more dribbles, he's gonna kick out to either the wing on the three. And look at just Bitoon just crashing into Jonard Clarito.
San Juan really composed here in the first half. Isit, binabantayan ni Manalang. And Wico trying to steal the ball. 8 seconds ang mananatili para sa mga nakapula.
And looks like there's nothing wrong with Michael Wico. Moving very freely and competing.
Siyempre, very important for the cause of the Capitals if they want to go back-to-back here sa Filbasket.
Let's not forget, this is for 1 million pesos that everybody's battling for, aside from the bragging rights to be called the champions.
Isit drives right, takes that shot, wala. Bitoon running, trying to drop it to Palucanag. Well read by the defense of San Juan. Wamar, Wico, nagsagutan, while Bitoon and Clarito are down on the floor.
Yeah, you look at the recovery there of an Orlan Wamar. Really trailing.
Alam mo, Coach Mike, kung meron man akong sigurado dito, lagpas sa daliri ko yung beses kung saan tumumbay yung mga player natin sa seryeng to. Ganun kabigat ang pinaglalabanan nila as Hesed Gabo checks in for Chris Bitoon.
At bukod dyan, sulit na sulit yung duty ng ating mga mapman.
Kaya naman, yung mga malapit lang dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center, tumungo kayo dito. Mainit na aksyon ang matutunghayan nyo. At mukhang, eto na, Ruel Tolentino signaling technical fouls on both benches. Coach Gerson in disbelief after that call.
Bench for the rubber bench to go. Warning on the bench of the Nueva Ecija Capitals for the rubber bench to go.
So itong San Juan na technical foul na dahil na-warningan na sila kanina.
Right.
So magagawaran ng technical free throw itong Nueva Ecija. Samantala for the Capitals, it's their first warning.
Technical free throw to be awarded.
So Hesed Gabo tutungo sa 15-foot line. Chance to cut down the lead. Coach Nani Pondolan trying to plead his case. And I'm told, Coach Mike, nahahabol dito si Coach Randy Alcantara and Coach Yong Garcia, as we would like to thank Wilson, the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket.
Of course, both those coaches coming from the NC game of Mapua versus San Beda, which San Beda won.
Yup, San Beda won in overtime, forcing a rubber match sa semifinals.
Can you say that again, Ken?
Masaya ako, Coach, ha? Baka nanonood si Coach Randy, yari tayo dyan. Meanwhile, Christian Bunyag, the bang in the bucket.
Well, really, it's the dribble penetration of CJ Isit. Look at that. He made that opportunity possible for Christian Bunyag, and all he has to do is put it in the rack and finish.
And that assist delivery of the game is brought to you by Happily, which is now available via grab delivery and takeout.
We talk about the impact itong si Christian Bunyag, especially in the Tanduay series. He made a lot of factor and impact on the game.
Hesed Gabo, pasa kay Manalang, pull up free. And the free throws, again, Coach Mike, 5 out of 9 for Nueva Ecija. You talk about that in our pregame.
Yep, and you know, they're still shooting 50%. You gotta do a lot more better job than that. Oh!
Jonard Clarito, easy mid-range jumper. 8 na ang hinahabol dito ng Capitals.
If you remember in game number 1 and in game number 2, sobrang hirap na hirap sila makapasok ng gano'n ng mga perimeter, let alone yung threes.
Athletic drive by Palucanag, comes out empty. Uiloan and Mabulak back on the floor for Coach Gerson. Take a look. Face up. Pull up. Nothing but butter.
Ay, mga nagba-basketball players dyan, yung mga wannabes na makarating sa next level. Sometimes you don't need dribbles. You can just easily do jab steps and time your jump shot anywhere on the floor.
Chance for San Juan to have probably their first time having a double-digit lead pag maka-convert sila dito. As Filbasket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation.
Wow!
Isit rattles out. Battle for the loose ball. Balik dito kay CJ. Scoop shot! Whoa!
3 touches and all CJ Isit right there.
CJ Isit with 7 points. It's now a 10-point lead for San Juan, 37-27. Look at that acrobatic finish by CJ Isit. And that move of the game is brought to you by Pure Gold.
I just love it, CJ. Everywhere on the floor, the Mighty Mouse.
Nagkapi pa sa ere. Etong si CJ Isit, kaya timeout na itong Nueva Ecija back after this. CJ Isit, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Kung ikaw ay taga San Juan, malamang masaya ngayon. You're enjoying a 10-point lead as we wind down the first half, 37-27. And Coach Mike, singit lang ako. Batiin natin yung colleague natin dito. Si Claro Manzano, who's watching us here sa Muntinlupa Sports Center. Eh kung gusto nyo samahan si Claro Manzano dito, manood kayo dito. It's game number 3 for all the marbles. Marami pang upuan, pasok lang kayo.
At mamimigay daw si Claro ng pizza sa lahat ng mga darating na mga bago fans dito sa Muntinlupa Sports Center.
Yep, actually, we have a good-sized crowd here.
Yep.
Probably the most we've had here in the finals so far.
Right.
And penalty na dito ang San Juan, so Michael Wico will troop to the line. Chance to cut down the lead.
But I like the demeanor of Nueva Ecija right here in the first half. Sure, merong physicality and konting kausap sa ref, but you know, so far everybody's been pretty calm and staying objectively on the goal, which is to get a win here.
We would like to thank Happily, which is now available via Grab Delivery and Takeout. Michael Wico knocks down both free throws, leading the way for Nueva Ecija with 8 points. Isit drives left, kicks it out. Ular. Easy call.
Traveling violation, that's right. Well, Isit was frustrated with Ato Ular. He says he should have shifted or reversed that leather to the other end of the floor. So in order to move the defense, tama naman si CJ dun. But notice that every time CJ drives to that left, if that lane is not open and he doesn't have a layup, he jump stops and turns and finds someone free, either in the corner or the wing or the top of the key.
JJ Collado currently has 6 points. Pinasok dito ni Coach Gerson. 72 seconds left in the first half. Gabo. Pasa kay Mabulak.
Oh!
Almost a turnover. Uiloan being bothered by Wamar. Fadeaway jumper by Collado. And look at the defense there by San Juan, Coach Mike.
But that was a good set, though, for Nueva Ecija. They just couldn't make any conversions. Little ramp screen between Collado and Mabulak. And they just fumbled it. Yun lang ang kailangang i-address nila.
Under a minute left. Gutang, top of the key. Switch here. Tries to attack to si Mabulak. Pull up, short. Kunyag, second serving. Great fake by Gutang. And draws a foul kontra dito kay Collado.
And the MVP picking up that offensive board. And once it clears, tried to go for that attempt, but Collado was there. It's called for his third.
Actually, kay Wico pala tinawag.
Oh, kay Wico.
I thought it was Collado. So, Mas mabigat yun, Coach Mike. Dahil pangatlo na yan ni Michael Gusto.
That's right. Let's see that once again. He drives, makes that fake, and once he goes up,
yung hataw.
Oh yeah, underneath.
Tinamaan daw after that swipe. Justin Gutang, the most valuable player here in Filbasket, averaging 14.4 points, 6.5 rebounds, 4 assists, almost a steal, 1.4 blocks per game on efficient shooting. Knocks down the first free throw.
And the thing is, he doesn't command so much the leather. He gets his possessions in the flow of the offense, no? He's not asking for isolations or what have you. He gets it in the flow of the offense. That's what you gotta love with Justin Gutang.
Oh, no, hindi talaga humingi ng bola.
In the flow of the offense, di ba?
Gabo, pull up, block. Mabulak trying to power inside. And the defense of San Juan swarming. Itong si Michael Mabulak.
And really, just Christian Bunyag making life difficult for Michael Mabulak. Not going for taps, just waiting for that ball to go up. Especially with that second defender coming in from behind to block that shot.
10-point lead for San Juan. 22.9 seconds left. Gabo swings it to Palma. Drives middle. Kicks it out. Uyloan. Left corner three. No. Mabulak. Offensive rebound. Fade away. Blocked by Bunyag.
Look at that.
Pagkakataon for San Juan to increase the lead. 7 seconds. Ease it. Spins. And great defense to Uyloan to punctuate a first half that was dominated, especially in the second quarter, by San Juan as they are up 39-29.
And boy, what started out really as a very physical game, as we see there. Little talk after that, Uyloan hit on the lip, and Coach Jerson trying to be staying in control in this match, and Wico also with that talk to the ref. Everybody's been talking to the ref. And I guess, you know, yung mga highlights that we can see and the frustration right there on Michael Mabulak, just the defense that's put up by San Juan against Nueva Ecija.
San Juan up 39-29 at the end of 2 quarters. The emotion set at all-time high, Coach Mike, much like the first 2 games. At grabe, why not? Kung 1 million ang pinag-uusapan, grabe, ibang klase. And we'll turn you over to Megan Cabrera. Megan?
Thank you so much, Ken. Kasama nga natin ngayon, CJ Isit of the San Juan Knights. CJ, you are up by 10 and this ball game has not been easy. Walang gustong bumigay. Ano ba ang gumagana para sa inyo right now?
For sure, heading into this game, we knew we were going to come double hard, triple hard. So we anticipated it, and I'm glad my team was able to match the energy and intensity.
How do we intend to keep up with this going into the second half?
We just got to maintain our composure because we're going to be expecting a run from them. And whatever coaches gives us in the second half for the game plan, just got to follow. And if we do, then we'll be in good shape.
Thank you so much, CJ. Good luck to you and your team. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Now we'll turn you over to Ryan Villena for the Kumu Halftime Show.
For our Kumu at the half, we bring you a singer-songwriter who is usually accompanied by an acoustic guitar. He is also a graphic designer by profession. Please give a warm Filbasket welcome for Noel Pascual Rea Jr.
Buong araw na naman sa atin ay solidong dumaan. Ang daming naganap na hindi naman lilimutan. Kasama mo, walang hinayang, sulit sa'yo ang bawat minuto, oras at segundo ay langit sa akin. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, huwag ka sa ating ligaya. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, ayos lang magdama. Basta't ikaw maghapong nagsaya, pero namimiss pa rin kita. At sa muling pagkikita, mas pararamdam na mahal kita. Buong araw ko pagkasama mo, walang nasayang, sulit sa'yo ang bawat minuto, oras at segundo ay langit sa akin. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, huwag ka sa ating ligaya. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, ayos lang magdamag. Basta't ikaw basta't ikaw ang kasama, 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 kasama. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, huwag ka sa ating ligaya. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, ayos lang magdamag. Basta't ikaw, basta't ikaw ang kasama, huwag ka sa ating ligaya. Basta't ikaw ang kasama, ayos lang o sapat na. Basta't ikaw
And yan, welcome pala once again guys here on Muntinlupa Sports Complex, and welcome, and I hope na-enjoy nyo ang ating ating mainit na laro. And before we start our next song, I would like to greet all of our mothers, nanay, inay, na Happy Mother's Day. So sa ating dyan, mga nanonood, sana batiin nyo rin po ang ating mga magulang, nanay, inay, mami, mudra, kung ano pang tawag nyo, na Happy Mother's Day. And for our next song, sana magustuhan nyo. It's entitled LBM, Ligayang Bigay Mo.
Iniiwan lagi, ewan ko ba, ayaw nila sa akin, lagi na lang nag-iisa, nang mumukmo. Buti may isang tulad mo. Sobra kong laitin at layuan. Anong mali ba sa'kin? Pakisabi na lang. Nag-iisa ng kasundo. Buti na lang at nasagip mo aking bagong dahilan sa buhay, ang ilaw ko. Pag di na masakyan ang mundong sobrang pait, nagkaroon ng ngiti, ligaya, ligay mo. Di lubos maisip, nariyang ka, tumatabi ka sa'kin, wahiya. Pag umiiyak, hinahaplos mo. O swerte niya at may tulad mo. Aking bagong dahilan sa buhay, ang ilaw ko. Pag di na masakyan ang mundong sobrang pait, nagkaroon ng ngiti, ligaya, bigay mo. Kahit ano pa ang sabihin, isipin sa akin, okay lang yan. Nandito ka naman, aking bagong dahilan sa buhay, ang ilaw ko. Pag di na masakyan ng mundong sobrang pait, nagkaroon ng ngiti, ligaya, aking bagong dahilan sa buhay, ang ilaw ko. Pag sobrang labo na ng mundong dumidilim, nagkaroon ng ngiti, ligaya. Ligaya. Oh, oh. Ligaya, bigay mo. And thank you guys for having me. Once again, I hope you can follow Kumu on Play Store, App Store, and Huawei Store. Once again, guys, this is Noel. You can follow me on Kumu @ Leonair, Leonair. Thank you guys. Once again, good evening and have a nice night.
Thank you very much, Mr. Noel Pascual Rhea Jr.
And that was our halftime show presented by Kumu. And after 2 quarters, labang dito ang San Juan Knights 39-29 kontra sa Nueva Ecija Capitals. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan kasama si Coach Mike Perez, and we take a look at some of the highlights in the first half.
Well, as we see, you said earlier about CJ Isit being a factor, and of course, itong si Michael Wico, despite that injury earlier, able to recover and contribute. But what about Peralta coming off the bench, giving them a much-needed lift para dito sa San Juan, and the defense all over, just giving them only 12 points in the second quarter para dito sa Nueva Ecija, and Fuentes really exploding mid of the second. And really, it's been an all CJ Isit show so far for San Juan.
You've mentioned, Coach Mike, only 12 points in the second quarter. As we take a look at some of the halftime stats, Coach Mike.
Well, you see the shot percentages there, both roughly about the 35-36% area. But you see their disparity on the three-point field goals. 0 out of 7 for the Capitals, whereas 5 of 11, a far cry, much better than Game 1 and Game number 2 para dito sa San Juan. Remember, in Game number 2, they were 1 out of 14 in the first half, and they only hit their second in that 30-second mark of the fourth quarter, where Orlan hit that 3. And points of turnover, 8 of 12, and same at 8 of 12. And bench points, well, we told you earlier about Peralta coming off that bench and producing much points para sa San Juan. And the thing is, dun sa bench points ng San Juan, we talked about 3 guys, Macaloni, Balucanag, and Bitoon. These 3 guys, we wanted to come up more, but right now, these guys only have 3 points. Macaloni 0, Bitoon 0, and only Balucanag with a 3 so far in that 3 of bench starters.
And Michael Wico leading the way with 8 points. JJ Collado with 6, as well as Renz Palma. Samantala, for the San Juan Knights, Justin Gutang, the only guy in double figures so far with 10 points. CJ Isit, 7 points and 5 apiece for Judel Fuentes and Tonton Peralta. And yun nga, Coach Mike, nakita natin sa stat kanina pareho, 12 turnovers, 8 points off turnovers. Pero itong usually Nueva Ecija dominating that department. Kaya glaring stat yan. Meanwhile, we turn you over to Sam Coloso, which kasama niya ang assistant coach ng Nueva Ecija, si Joseph Guion. Sam?
Thanks, Ken. Kasama ko nga ngayon ang assistant coach ng Nueva Ecija Capitals, Coach Joseph Guion. Coach, you started out strong, but then at the end of the first half, you were down by 10 points nga. So what was the struggle with that?
We're too passive attacking their press, and then we take so many forced shots na dun sila nakakatakbo from us. So they got the zone, we cannot make, like I said, it's too many forced shots, yun talaga. Dun nagsisimula yung takbo nila.
Coach, how will you bounce back?
I think we're gonna still start with our defense, which is bread and butter namin. We're gonna control the rebounds. That's it.
Coach, nakita nga namin na fractured yung kamay ni Chris Biton. Anong nangyari doon? And makakabalik pa ba siya?
I think Chris is negative for this game. Fractured siya. I think tinamaan ni Clarito kanina from the last play. Kanina.
Thank you so much, Coach, and good luck to you and your team. Back to you, Ken and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Sam. So a big development here for Nueva Ecija. Chris Biton out for the remainder of the game with that right hand injury.
Well, that's gotta hurt if you're Chris Biton, because you know what's at stake in this game, and he knows that he's gonna be able to contribute. He's one of the 3 players that we're monitoring coming off the bench, and that's gonna be a huge void there that's gotta be filled up from the bench standpoint nitong Nueva Ecija.
He was really instrumental in their finals run last year. Averaged 13.6 points on 47% shooting. Meanwhile, that 3 doesn't drop para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Well, I guess now it's up to the hand of itong si Gabo and Pamboy Raimundo and Philip Manalang to be able to fill that void of Chris Biton.
So different look. Actually, for both teams, Bunyag starting for Mark Sarangay. On the other hand, for Nueva Ecija, Gabo and Will Macaloni starting in place of Chris Biton and JJ Collado.
On cue, sabi ng coaching staff ng Nueva Ecija, they're gonna start on the defensive end, which they forced here on Justin Gutang. And good stop there by Michael Mabulak as Gutang was driving middle.
Double high screen, gamit ni Gabo. And shot clock reset, kick ball. CJ Isit, a man on the mission, 7 points in the first half.
The double high screen, they would normally convert that into a side stagger with Michael Mabulak ending up with on the post side as Villarias would lift to the top of a pin down. At that time, just an incursion ka sideline out of bounds tayo dito para sa Nueva Ecija.
Gabo struggling so far in this series. Only 2.5 points per game in the first 2 games. Gets the ball on the baseline. And turnover. Heset Gabo really struggling. 10 turnovers total dito sa seryeng ito. Fuentes, too strong on that floater. Heset, forward pass. Villarias for 3. Pasok yan!
They gotta need to have Byron get going. Lalo na wala si Chris Biton. He's the three-pointer alongside si Jonathan Oiluan. And those two would need to be able to convert para at least magkaroon sila ng chance dito sa game na to.
Cuts the lead down to 7 points. 8 seconds para sa San Juan. Acosta spin. And before that attempt, may foul na tinawag kontra dito kay Will McAloney. In disbelief, the former University of San Carlos standout. Let's watch this. What do you think, Coach Mike?
Well, I think the contact's been, I feel that's pretty acceptable, no? But referee sees otherwise, so we gotta respect that.
Bang play.
Yep.
Easy it. Pasa kay Acosta. Drives middle. Spins again to the right. Bunyag. And Christian Bunyag giving them another opportunity. You love this guy. Christian Bunyag, you've mentioned, Coach Mike, nung semifinals pa lang. Actually, nung quarters din, really instrumental. Especially nung nawala si Ato Ular ng 2 games.
That's right. And sobrang laki ng contribution nito pagdating do sa Tanduay series. And more importantly, I guess si Will McAloney already has 2 quick fouls. And he's gotta watch it kasi kailangan nila to si Will McAloney inside to partner with Mabulak and JJ Collado.
And also to start the second half, nandyan na rin si Coach Randy Alcantara on the sidelines for San Juan. Bunyag empty on those free throws. Gabo kontra Isit. Magkailalang na yan as Gabo drives.
Wow! That's what you need from Heset Gabo to be able to at least compensate for the loss of Chris Biton.
5-0 run for Nueva Ecija at the start of the third.
More deflections here for Nueva Ecija. But you gotta love it. If you're Coach Gerson, you love the deflection. You love the effort on the defensive end. As we see that Heset Gabo finish with the left hand up high on the glass.
And that move of the game is brought to you by Pure Gold. Up against the outstretched arms nito si Christian Bunyag. Easy it, hesitation dribble. Tries to drop it to Ular, but great defense by Nueva Ecija. Novo Ecijanos trying to mount a rally.
And San Juan just actively going back on defense. Nueva Ecija is really trying to set up itong si Byron Villarias. They need to get him going.
Gabo on the right flank, drives baseline, kicks it out, open Renz Palma para sa 3. Masyadong malakas.
Well, they dodge a bullet on that one. Sobrang libre yung tira na yun para kay Renz.
But good thing for Nueva Ecija, they've been generating quality looks, but great drop pass by Isit Tuclarito for the finish.
If you don't have the leather, you just move without that ball, your teammates are gonna find you exactly what happened to Jonard Clarito.
Clarito, hesitation. Pumasok sa loob. Ular. That's what he did in game number 2 in the third quarter.
Because that's exactly what he needs to do inside the paint. Grab that rebound and just put it up. Kesa patitirahin mo siya sa perimeter. Although kanina nakabasket na siya out in the perimeter, which is a good thing for San Juan.
Had 6 points in the third, all from those putbacks. Mabulak powers his way in.
Boy, Mabulak really just has to bleed for his points. Unlike in the eliminations kung saan makita mo, medyo mas in control itong si Mabulak. Right now, the defense that's thrown at him by the opposing teams makes it difficult for him to score.
Oh! Gandang setup job. Isit again to Clarito.
And again, all made possible with that dribble penetration of the CJ Isit.
Mabulak posting up Clarito. Kicks it out. Palma drives middle. Finds McAloney inside. Powers its way. And fouled there by San Juan.
Yan ang kailangan nila ngayon kay Will McAloney, to be able to get inside the shaded area. As we see that drive here by CJ Isit, beautifully done on a finish by Jonard Clarito.
And that assist delivery of the game is brought to you by Happily, which is now available via Grab Delivery and Takeout.
Well, ito si Will Macaloni, very efficient in game number 1, coming up with 7 out of 8 from the field and scoring 9 points in the third quarter alone when they made that run to expand that lead to about 20 plus. And so far, the best free throw shooter among the bigs, itong si Will Macaloni for Nueva Ecija.
Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Macaloni, 15 points in game number 1. Knocks down 2 free throws. Nueva Ecija applying that full court press. And Byron Villarias, hinila doon si Judel Fuentes.
Only foul, number 51, Byron Villarias. That's his first personal foul, 13 foul.
6 minutes and 18 seconds left in quarter number 3. San Juan still up by 7.
Well, athleticism, it's gonna be a favor to Fuentes on that matchup against Villarias.
Clarito, this time wala sa kanyang mid-range J. As we would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard, multi-sport scoring solutions. Collado fakes off a 3. Gabo. Huico. Turnover para sa Nueva Ecija. CJ Isit, inatake si Gabo.
Wow!
And Clarito. Solid defense there by Collado rather.
Bodies just flying for those rebounds.
Michael Huico, open drive to the lane.
And to the delight of the Nueva Ecija fans here inside the gym.
45-40 as we turn you over to Sam Coloso and Megan Cabrera. Sam?
Thanks, Ken. Sabi ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes from the Nueva Ecija Capitals, opensa ang naging problema ng Nueva Ecija Capitals nung first half of the game. Aside from that, they have to push pressure on their defense. Sabi ni Coach Gerson, they have to look out their shots since San Juan has been challenging everything. Paalala ni Coach na this second half, kailangan nila ng kumpiyansa. They have to shoot and attack. Don't give San Juan second opportunities. Sabi ni Coach, dumiskarte kayo dahil maaga pa. Megan?
Sam, for the San Juan Knights at the half, they are really vamping up their plays because they are anticipating the run that the Nueva Ecija Capitals may give them. And sabi nga ni Coach, if that happens, they have to keep their composure. And of course, kailangan patuloy silang lumaban. He reminded the boys that this is the last game of the season. So they have to keep communicating. They have to share the ball. At syempre, kailangan walang bibigay. Ken and Coach Mike?
Thank you, Megan and Sam. As Judel Fuentes missing on that sidestep 3. Collado streaking down the lane. Loses the ball. Huico. Layup. Good.
And Michael Huico so far scored 6 straight points, I believe, para dito sa Nueva Ecija. And if I'm Coach Nani Pundulan, I'm not liking that the last 2 possessions are really more of ISO. You gotta get more movements of these guys on the floor.
Michael Huico carrying the scoring load for Nueva Ecija with 14 points, approaching the 4-minute mark of quarter number 3. Clarito clanks off that 3. Macaloni. And Clarito forced to foul. Take a look here. Collado losing the ball, but Michael Huico really relentless in his pursuit. As that crowd moment is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako.
And boy, it's really good news for Coach Gerson that you've got Michael Huico very active and Will Macaloni starting to getting involved offensively for the Capitals. And the run that they have here, they're only down 2 points, 47-45. So those ISO setups here for San Juan, they gotta go away from that and go back to the man movement that they had previously, especially in the first half.
9-point turnaround for Nueva Ecija here in the third quarter. So San Juan led at halftime by 10 points.
And the bench loving the effort of Will Macaloni, cheering for him as the Capitals are back in this game down only by 1.
Macaloni scoreless in the first half. Wamar pulls up from 3, is good!
That's huge!
Orlan Wamar so far 5 points.
Really itong mga point guard ng San Juan, really scoring guards. primarily and just forced to do point guard chores because they don't have any. As we see Orlan Wamar hit that three, streaking down floor.
His first field goal so far. As we would like to thank our prize money sponsor, Medishore Pharmacy. Balukanag. Tough shot. Battle for the loose ball, won by San Juan. Clarito, pasa kay Fuentes, binitbit! Wow! What a shot by Judel Fuentes.
Waited for that defense to fly by. Hang time right there for Judel.
6-point lead for the Knights. Pamboy, pasa kay Collado. Pumasok sa loob. Floater is good.
That lane's open for JJ Collado. He's got to take it each and every time. And so far, Nueva Ecija doing good at staying in this game.
3 minutes left in quarter number 3. Peralta, pasa kay Fuentes. Crossover. Tumawid sa half-court line and fouled by Uiloan. And bad news for the Capitals. They are over the limit. Take a look here. Judel Fuentes, binitbit, pinakita, woo! Sinausaw at pumasok, and that fast break of the game is brought to you by Almeria International Construction Corporation.
Kitang-kita mo yung tuwa ng bench ng Christian Bunyag doon sa ginawa ni, ni Judel Fuentes eh. I mean, talk about this guy putting on his shoulders the scoring load. As we see their coach Randy Alcantara and Coach Young finally getting into the Muntinlupa Sports Center to join their team.
Yup. Actually, Judel Fuentes, although he's averaging 15.5 points in the first 2 games, sobrang sama ng shooting. Only 10 out of 31, 30%. But here, picking shots really efficiently. As Filbasket is brought to you by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leoni Agri Corporation.
But you like Judel's mentality of, I get the slump from game number 1, but I'm not going to stop. I will continue to shoot. Yun naman dapat ang shooter's mentality. You have to have short memory and you forget about the previous miss that you got. You just gotta go on the next shot that's available for you.
2.5 minutes left. Raimundo, pasa kay Collado, pumukol sa 3. Short. Wamar. Holds up. And fouled by Renz Palma.
In one of my conversations with Coach Jerry, I asked him, Coach Jerry Andaleon, the assistant coach of San Juan, I asked him, your guards are always going through a fast break and finishing with the 3 points, as you see this tip here missed. And that run by Orlan Wamar. And that 3 fouled by Renz Palma. As I was saying, Ken, kausap ko nga si Coach Jerry Andaleon. Sabi ko, yung mga guards ninyo, when they streak down, they always end up with a 3 for the most part, no? They don't wait for other passes to come in to set up your early offense. Ganun ba talaga yung system ninyo? He says, Coach, these guards are really scoring guards. Wala kami masyadong point guard. We don't have an Abundo that used to be leading us before. And so kaya ganun yung nagiging ending ng aming mga fast break. To which, yun naman talaga yung capabilities nila to score the 3 points. And so we see that from Judel and Wamar.
Actually, interesting point yun, Coach Mike, as Wamar knocks down 2 of 3 from the foul line. They currently have 16 assists. In the first 2 games, 15 and 17 apiece.
Wow.
So that tells you, mas sinishare nila yung ball kahit you've mentioned wala silang natural point guard on the floor. As Palma, wow, switching hands.
Finish by Palma. And over ato Olar, ha? hindi ganun kadali yun dahil mataas rin lumandag to si Olar.
Renz Palma so far 8 points off the bench. Acosta, floater. And Maki Acosta, welcome sight.
That really started with Orlan Wamar doing dribble penetrations, kind of like how CJ Isit does it. And once that defense collapses, he's able to feed them, as we see a foul here on the other end.
58-50 ang ating talaan. Nueva Ecija cut the lead down to a single point here in the third. Pero maganda ang bawi nitong San Juan. As we take a look here, Renz Palma, dips do move. And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako.
Parang Michael Jordan, lipat sa kaliwa in mid-air.
Kulang na lang yung dila, no?
Oo.
Uiloan, tumanggap ng bola. Pasa kay Raimundo. Kontra ay Wamar. trying to drop it to Mabulak. And Wamar trying to hustle for that ball. Palma, shot clock winding down. Uyloan, open free! Uyloan missing game number 2. Knocks down a huge triple to cut the lead down to 5.
Would be interesting to see both Uyloan and Villarreal explode for Nueva Ecija right now.
Fuentes, one-on-one. Pumasok sa loob, no look pass. Acosta, pull up free. Oh! Muntikan pa. Grabs the loose ball. Fuentes. Yes!
And those threes on the move, just hurting Nueva Ecija right now. It's not that they're not defending, they're able to close out, but the movement of the guys of San Juan.
Mabulak. Count it. And 1.
And you see Mabulak really wanted that play. He really wanted that ball. He felt he got a mismatch with Acosta underneath. He was fronted, but he had to improvise to make that shot and get the end 1.
Michael Mabulak so far 9 points as his wife looking on. Happy Mother's Day po sa inyo. Siyempre, batiin na rin natin ang ating courtside reporter currently in Australia, si Kathy Abayon, watching this game. For sure, enjoying this mouth-watering matchup between the San Juan Knights and the Nueva Ecija Capitals.
And you love that it's got that championship atmosphere with both these teams as they understand what's at stake.
6-point lead, under a minute left in quarter number 3. Wamar trying to elude the defense of Nueva Ecija.
Oh!
Out of control.
I don't think the fan underneath could do anything with that pass. It was technically an alley-oop to the fans right there ringside.
Parang na-excite siya, nakawala siya doon sa pressure defense. Inanap niya sa loob.
Akala siguro si Olar would be able to do a backdoor but he didn't have enough space, so that ended up with that turnover.
And we would like to thank Happily, which is now available via Grab Delivery and Takeout.
You want to make a possession here because you're down only 2 possessions.
Collado, too strong.
Roughly about a 3-second differential between the clocks, Ken.
Wamar directing traffic for San Juan. Both teams over the limit. 8 seconds sa kanila shot clock. Ular faking the handoff. Pumukol. That's short. Collado. Pasa kay Uyloan. 2.3 seconds left. And they're in the front court. Chance to cut the lead.
They're running a special play here, probably to create for shooters and hopefully for a post-up play. That's a foul.
Not a good foul away from the ball. Over the limit na nga itong San Juan. So 2 free throws para dito kay Jonathan Uyloan.
Yep, and Jonathan Uyloan is again one guy that you wanna be able to start producing for them. As we see that shirt being held on by Fuentes as Uyloan tried to curl for that open corner.
Uyloan so far 5 points. The played college ball in Golden West College. 2 seconds left. San Juan in the backcourt. Fuentes heaves. Almost. But at the end of 3 quarters, San Juan Knights lamang pa rin, but only by 4 points, 61-57. As we take a look, CJ Isit setting up itong si Jonar Clarito, but Michael Wico leading the way para dito sa Nueva Ecija Capitals with 14 points. Judel Fuentes, that tipsy-do move. Wow, look at that, Coach Mike. At ito naman, Michael Mabulak carving out space inside. As the former all-tournament team member, trying to will his team, pero Humabol sila dito by 4 points, 61-57. Fourth quarter in just a bit. We have a good-sized crowd here on Mother's Day as we take a look at some of our beautiful mothers watching this all-important game number 3, winner-take-all Sunday dito sa Filbasket Summer Championship. Kasama nyo ngayon, Ken Pangilinan and Coach Mike Perez and Sam Coloso reporting para dito sa Nueva Ecija, and Megan Cabrera reporting for San Juan as we take a look at the quarter scoring. Coach Mike.
Boy, it's the first time that we've seen above 20 points from both teams. 28 and 22 points. Nueva Ecija, really productive quarter right there. And kaya ito, nalalamangan na lang sila ng tatlo. As we see that roll by Will Macaloni, very active to start the fourth.
Will Macaloni, very important para dito sa Nueva Ecija, who is currently shooting 2 out of 13 from 3-point country. Samantala, San Juan Knights, 7 out of 16. Drop pass, Bunyag for the flush.
That hard show hurting Nueva Ecija right now on that two-man game. And you got to be able to recover and pick up the big man that's rolling.
Gabo gets whacked there by Orlan Wamar.
And bodies down on the floor.
Take a look here. Aggressive drive by Gabo.
Tinamaan sa kamay talaga. Foul nga naman. And since we got a lot of mothers today asking for greetings, we'd like to greet Happy Mother's Day to the wife of Coach Mer Guts of the Alabang Basketball Club, Janice Gotoman. Happy Mother's Day to you po. And hopefully you enjoy this championship match that you're watching right now. And also happy viewing to Coach Henry Montemayor, who's in here as well inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center.
Hesed Gabo, the former finals MVP nung nakaraang Filbasket Subic Championship, knocks down both free throws. 4 points for the former Mapua Cardinal.
And just a one-possession game here.
The 5 on the floor for San Juan. Isit, Wamar, Bunyag, Gutang, and Clarito. For Nueva Ecija, you have Gabo, Macaloni, Mabula, Cuico, and Villarias.
And that eventful third quarter for Nueva Ecija really kept them closer dito sa San Juan.
Gutang, bullet pass to Bunyag. 5 seconds to work with. Behind the back dribble, Gutang loses the ball. Clarito tries to beat the buzzer. No.
And again, another empty possession for San Juan. Not much move yan, Villarias! No!
Gabo finding Villarias, but empty on that three.
Boy, that bench was ready to explode on that attempt by Byron.
If you just tuned in, San Juan led by as much as 10 points in the first half. Isit, spins, draws contact. Magkakampi ang dalawang yan, Coach Mike. Hesed Gabo, CJ Isit, literally fighting side by side for Mapua.
Right. And who's the guy who gave them that pick? It's another guy from Mapua, Christian Bunyag.
Puro Mapua tayo dito, no?
That's right. And itong si CJ Isit rejected that ball screen by Christian Bunyag, instead went middle. And there he was fouled.
Coach Randy Alcantara coming off that semi-finals matchup kontra sa San Beda. coaching for the Mapua Cardinals. I love the support. Etong San Juan, Coach Randy Alcantara, Coach Yong Garcia, they have their hands full in the NCAA. Pero really supporting ito si Coach Nani Apondolan here.
That's right. And rushing here to be here to battle with their troops on the floor.
Gabo tumira sa tres. No. Mabulak trying to save the ball. Goes into the hands of CJ Isit. Good defense by Macaloni. Clarito rattles out.
Look at CJ Isit getting that leather from Michael Mabulak and Michael Wico. Now he got to go one-on-one with them.
You could see the confidence oozing for Isit. Bunyag. Wala.
And Clarito down on the floor after getting hit on the thigh.
Gutang gets the ball. Open floor. Gets fouled hard by Hesed Gabo.
Well, Hesed just trying to make sure that there'll be no dunks that time. A hard foul there. I was actually going for that ball, but he was just too late. Hit the arm of Justin.
65-61 lamang dito ang San Juan with 7 minutes and 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. So normal foul lang ang tinawag dito kay Hesed, which I think is a good call, Coach.
Right, I felt that was a play on the ball also. He really tried to go for that leather, prevent that shot from going up. It just so happened that he was late and so he hit the arm. That's a good call by the ref.
Justin Gutang to the line. Too strong on the first.
It looks like that foul paid off for Hesed Gabo.
Lalo libre na sila doon. Wala nang, kumbaga 2-on-1 break na yun. Clarito was also there on that fast break play. As we turn you over to Sam Coloso and Megan Cabrera for this report.
Thanks, Ken. Sabi ni Coach Gerson Cabiltes to the Nueva Ecija Capitals, we don't want to stop here. Coach wants his players to execute, sustain the effort, but play with safety. Paalala ni Coach, stay in the game. Ano balita dyan, Megan?
Sam, very simple lang rin ang last-minute reminders for the Knights. In this last quarter, they have to hit their plays hard while lessening errors and calls, and syempre, composure pa rin. Ken and Coach Mike?
Thank you, Megan and Sam. Will Macaloni, the bang in the bucket. Currently now has 8 points. Make that 9 after that free throw.
Wow, Will Macaloni going back to that game number 1 performance. And right now he's carrying that load as well para dito sa Nueva Ecija. Total team effort here by the Capitals.
Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Jonard Clarito, na-foul naman doon ni Macaloni.
I think that's gonna be number 3, I believe, on Macaloni.
Will Macaloni, yup, that's his 3rd foul. You see that hard drive to the basket by Clarito.
But the huge what-if is if Will Macaloni played in the game number 2 and the latter part of the quarter, because I don't think he ever came back from that action in the second half. That would have been a different story altogether.
Clarito so far, also 9 points. 4 out of 14 from the field. Mabulak recovers the ball. Pasa kay Wico. Under 7 minutes left. 3-point lead for San Juan.
The zone defense is gone for San Juan. They're just going on man now.
And nakita mo si Christian Bunyag trying to force Will Macaloni right.
Well, here's the thing, Ken, we talked about this earlier, about him staying on the right side of the floor, being a lefty. Either he goes middle or he goes baseline, it's going to be a difficult cover, primarily because he's so strong that he can still go up and make a shot even through contact. Lalo na if he spins middle and he's posted at that right side of the floor, because that's going to be easy. That's his left hand already right through to that rim.
Macaloni, his first miss at the line. 9 points, 5 rebounds, 5 out of 6 from the stripe. Make that 6 out of 7, entering double digits.
And what's even more difficult is that he's a really good free throw shooter. So if you foul him there, maybe he doesn't get that point, but when you send him to the free throw line, there's high probability that he's going to make both free throws.
So far playing 14 minutes para dito kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes. 67-65. 6.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
They're calling for an X here. I believe this is that 1-4 high.
Isit. Hard show by Mabulak. Cross court. Gutang for 3. Rebound Mabulak.
Crucial offense here for Nueva Ecija. They can go for the tie or the lead. No.
Gutang skying high for the rebound.
Oh!
Unforced error by Justin Gutang. And timeout muna dito para dito kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes. They're currently trailing by 2 points, 65-67. Magbabalik po kami. The officials of the games and amusements board watching this matchup. Coach Willie Chan, our table officials, and of course, Mr. Hoop Junkie, Dino Lee. Si Dino Lee, bigyan natin ng girlfriend to, no? Well deserved. Dahil magandang pinapakinggan dito sa Filbasket eh.
Correct.
Diba?
And last opportunity mo na to para i-announce yan. This is the last playing day.
6 minutes left. 2-point lead. Bola ng Nueva Ecija. And Hesed Cabo whistled for that offensive foul. Coach Mike, magkaibigan yan ha. Hesed Cabo, CJ Isit. Pero pag kampyonatong pinag-uusapan, wala munang kaibigan eh.
Correct. At saka kasabihan nga natin, every time na nasa loob ka na ng basketball court, wala nang kaibigan dyan. You are all basketball players playing for respective teams, and they're claiming that it's a flop on CJ Isit.
Michael Wico, Hesed Cabo pleading their case. They thought nag-flop doon si CJ Isit. Tignan ulit natin, Coach Mike.
Wow.
You guys be the judge.
Yep. You guys be the judge.
Gutang, pasa kay Fuentes, kontra kay Pamboy Raimundo kung kapasok lang dito.
It's a good one here. It's a good matchup here.
Passes it out. Clarito, shot clock winding down. Spin move. Fadeaway jumper. No. Michael Wico. Cross court. Uyluan for 3. In and out.
Boy, and every time they hoist those threes, the fans of Nueva Ecija just rising and ready to explode.
Isit directing traffic. Snake dribble. Almost, not quite.
4 empty possessions so far para dito sa San Juan.
Michael Wico at the last minute trying to drop off to Mabulak, as we would like to thank Cantigo Scoreboard Multisport Scoring Solutions. Approaching the halfway mark of the fourth. Renz Palma binasok ulit dito. 8 points off the bench in 16 minutes.
Well, rest assured, Michael Wico's going to be coming back probably in the 3-minute mark, just to give him some rest on the floor.
Villarias pinasok din, as well as JJ Collado. Kanina pa tayo sa 67-65 lamang ang San Juan.
Yeah, and it's been, what, 4 empty possessions so far for San Juan, so they got to convert on this one.
Isit being hounded by Villarias.
He's calling for that side fist now. That's that zipper play, right? And runs through the elevator. They didn't get that elevator from Fuentes.
Gutang kontra kay Palma. Pasa kay Clarito, pumukol sa tres, wala. And that effort by Clarito gives Ato Ular that basket.
That Clarito and Ular connection working once again for San Juan. Crucial part of the game.
Collado drives middle. Finds Mabulak. Fakes off his defender. And foul whistled. Probably against Ato Ular.
And you feel that frustration on Michael Mabulak because he thought he got an easy one. And look at that pickup by Ato Ular.
Inahabol talaga ni Clarito eh. Did not give up on the possession after that miss.
Sabi nga nila, kung sino yung tumira, siya nakakaalam kung saan pupunta yung rebound. So immediately, you know, he went to that spot and was able to make a deflection, and that pass ended up with Ato Ular. As we see the wife of Michael Mabulak.
Michael Mabulak cracking double digits, 10 points, 9 rebounds, almost a double-double for the former JRU standout. 2 for 2. He struggled mightily nung game number 2 sa free throws. Lalo naghahabol sila nun. But now they are down by just 2 points. 69-67.
Side fist again, same play.
Fuentes drives right. Fades away. Short. Palma grabs the loose ball. Kontra ay Gutang.
That's twice San Juan ran that play, and every time they've come up empty.
Mabulak posting up and draws the foul against San Juan. Ato Ular, probably the guilty party. And that's his 3rd foul. Michael Mabulak, 11 points, 9 rebounds. Misses on that free throw. Michael Mabulak in game number 2, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, but only 4 out of 9 from the charity stripe. Knocks down his 2nd. Tandaan natin as a team, Nueva Ecija coming into this game only 50% from the free throw line. So far, really solid, 19 out of 25. Cutting the lead down to 1 point. And Renz Palma all the way for the layup.
Oh, wow! 70-69, San Juan trails right now.
And the crowd goes wild here as Renz Palma retrieving the ball all alone. And that fast break of the game is brought to you by Almeria International Construction Corporation. San Juan sues for time. They are trailing by 1 point, 70-69. Renz Palma, solid off the bench, 10 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Playing limited minutes here for Nueva Ecija, but he doesn't complain. He's really crucial here in the 4th quarter. Kaya lamang dito ang Nueva Ecija, 70-69. The bench points, tabla tayo, 33 apiece. Turnovers, tabla rin Coach Mike, 17. Assist, 20 pareho. Ganto kadikit ang laban natin ngayon.
Yeah, kaya naman isang puntos lang ang nagse-separate dito sa dalawang team na to.
Villarias with the rebound. 3.5 minutes left in the 4th. Pamboy, pasa ay Palma. Collado fights Mabulak inside. And Ato Ular again. That's his 4th.
That now is what we were talking about earlier. About the big guys controlling that shaded area for San Juan, but Mabulak able to get and receive that pass from Collado. And how many times have we seen that between these two big guys, the starters for Nueva Ecija?
Just want to quickly shout out our colleagues, Coach Mike watching the game, Stan C and Javi Palanya. Mabulak knocking down the crucial free throws.
And the crowd of Nueva Ecija awakened by this run of Nueva Ecija.
Michael Mabulak so far 13 points and lane violation ang tinawag.
And I think the important thing here para sa San Juan is to be able to keep their composure.
Yup.
Stay poised. They're just down 2 points. And there's still a lot of basketball ahead of us.
Lumabang sila, in fact, by 10 points at the end of the first half. Isit. Directing traffic. Hands it off. Fuentes. Fakes right. Steps back. Ooh! Wow. Judel Fuentes with the crucial shot. Ties the game up. 3 minutes left.
Talk about clutch here. Judel Fuentes. Step back on Pamboy Raimundo. You gotta watch that dive by Michael Mabulak again.
14 points for the former CEU guard. Pamboy trying to draw contact. No call. 71 all. Isit for free. Yes!
A little shade of daylight and he lets that go.
CJ Isit coming up big. 12th point of the game. Collado gustong bumawi. Too strong. And that's bad news for Nueva Ecija. Penalty na sila dito.
The boy CJ Isit making a good case in this game. Look at that. A little slither of light and he lets go.
And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako. CJ Isit, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists.
This now all boils down to defense on both these teams.
Solid all-around performance. Knocks down his first. And Coach Mike, CJ Isit, nung elimination round, only 6 points per game. But in the playoffs, really stepping up for Coach Nani Pondulan.
Yeah, especially in game number 2, starting with game number 2, when he came up with 11 points. And right now, how many points does he have?
13.
13 points so far for CJ Isit. And he's been that guy creating for opportunities for San Juan.
4-point lead for the Knights. 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. Gabo holding the chin play.
Probably we'll see a back pick here for Michael Mabulak as he dives.
Holds up!
And so the friends going at it, Ken.
Mapua kontra Mapua. As these last 2 minutes is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako. Isit. Top of the key. Pasa kay Clarito.
Oh, that's a travel.
Crucial error for Clarito. Balik ang bola sa Nueva Ecija.
Well, this left side would have been a good option for CJ Isit. He's got on the corner Judel Fuentes, and I'm sure the guy who's guarding Judel wouldn't be helping out.
Coach Nani Pondulan looking intently here. Gabo, pasa kay Uyluan. Both teams over the limit. Guigo kontra kay Gutang. 6 seconds to work with. Drives right. At the last minute, setting up Mabulak. No! Follow-up, wala din, pero may foul doon. Clarito, probably the guilty party. That's big, Coach Mike. Pang-apat na niya yan.
And so he had to recover and help on the low side because Mabulak was already getting to that leather, but he did hit the arm. But previous to that one, they were claiming that there was kind of a little elbow that was thrown.
Crucial free throws for Mabulak. So far, 7 out of 11. But has 13 points and 10 rebounds. Double-double.
Well, Mabulak right now back in familiar territory. He had those 2 free throws in game number 2. Similar situation here. Oh!
Big miss for Michael Mabulak. Good news, matagal pa ito. 1 minute and 24 seconds left. And the Achilles heel so far for Nueva Ecija, Coach Mike, free throw shooting. Knocks down his second.
1 out of 2 for Mike Mabulak.
And Nueva Ecija so far 21 out of 30 from the free throw line. 72 seconds left. Fuentes drives left, pulls up. That's short. Battle for the ball. Nakuha ni Wico. Pagkakataon lumamang dito. Pasa kay Gabo. Back to Mabulak. Blocked by Ato Ular.
And CJ Isit down on the floor.
You love to see, kahit very intense, Ato Ular, Michael Mabulak nagngitian. As you see the replay, CJ Isit falling down the floor. Ato Ular with a great recovery.
Yup, and it's a good thing that Ato Ular had the presence of mind knowing that that shot is gonna come any moment.
57.4 seconds left. Kapit mga ka-Filbasket.
And right now, Jonathan Oiluan inserted back on the floor para dito sa Nueva Ecija along with Macaloni. And you pair up Macaloni with Michael Mabulak down on the low block. Medyo challenge to cover those two because they're very strong. But it really now boils down to how these guys would execute.
Nueva Ecija, majority of their core won the championship last year in the Filbasket Summer Championship. Will they repeat or will San Juan spoil the party? We'll find out in just a bit. Pero timeout muna tayo dito. Lamang dito ang San Juan Knights 75-74. Don't go away. What a way to finish. 57.4 seconds left. Game number 3, winner take all. San Juan lamang 75-74.
And this game's far from being decided, Ken. Uiluan for 3! Oh! Just as we say that this game's far from over, Uiluan hits that 3! Unmolested, untouched. Look at that!
And Jonathan Uiluan, sanay na dyan. Coming off that screen, knocking down that 3 over that outstretched arms nitong si Judel Fuentes. And that instant replay is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako.
A beautiful play there by Coach Gerson, sending a staggered back pick for the curling. Uiluan, wow! That's huge. Grabe.
And it's time for the San Juan Knights to respond here. Currently down by 2 points, 77-75.
Really now, it's just a matter of how these guys would respond. Speaking of San Juan, next question is, would they be advancing that ladder in the front court or will they inbound from the back? When you advance in the front court, I believe you're going to get just 14 seconds. But from the back court, you get the 424.
The commissioner and co-founder of Filbasket, Jai Reyes, looking intently at this game number 3. 55.2 seconds left. The fans of Nueva Ecija cheering on their squad. Currently lead by 2, 77-75. Both teams in the penalty. Both teams may take isang timeout pa. 14 seconds to work with. Isit trying to look for someone. Pasa kay Clarito. Inatake si Mabulak, spins, gets fouled.
Macaloni could not believe that call on that spin. Oh, he definitely hit him on the arm.
Pasubsub sa kanya.
Kaya pasubsub sa kanya, right.
Pwede kung vertical, but going towards Jonard Clarito. Coach Gerson Cabildes, as usual, not agreeing to the foul call.
Now it's a matter of Jonard Clarito making these free throws.
So far, Clarito at the stripe, 1 out of 2. Clutch shot for the former De Ocampo College standout.
And one more for Jonard Clarito. His team is down 1.
10 points na for Clarito to go along with 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Calmly, 6-2 Charities.
Klarong-klaro kay Clarito, nababasket yung dalawang free throw na yun.
Palma lumabas muna dito. Kanyang jersey number ang score natin ngayon, 77 all, 51.1 seconds.
Pass!
Costly turnover, Gutang.
Oh! Miscommunication on the inbound there.
Macaloni with the answer.
Quick answer for Macaloni.
Tingnan natin if San Juan will go 2 for 1 here. Isit, drives. Bola, nasa Nueva Ecija. Tabla tayo dito, 79 all.
Isit probably was thinking 2 for 1. Now they gotta make a good stop here. We're tied at 79.
The crowd of Nueva Ecija on its feet. 7 seconds differential between shot block and day block.
You gotta look for Uiluan.
Gabo, pull up. No! Clarito with a rebound. 9 seconds. And there will be a review of the last out-of-bounds call. Very crucial ito, Coach Mike. 6.5 seconds left.
Well, each of the coaches having their own say on that last play. But, you know, that's all in the effort of trying to win a championship. But Macaloni,
stepping ba si Clarito bago napunta sa paa ni Macaloni.
We'll see how that goes. Up for review here as our technical officials looking at what call they're gonna make. 6.5 seconds remaining. And boy, 6.5 seconds, we can't even say who's gonna win this championship.
Crucial review here by the referees.
And this is really how close these two teams have been. The adjustments of the coaches from game 1 all the way to game 3, quarter per quarter, leads us up to this situation where we still can figure out. And it's going to be San Juan ball, says the referee.
Coach Gerson Cabildes not liking the call. Interesting to see paano magpapaliwanag yung referees dito. And they gotta be careful. The players, the coaches going out of the bench.
That's the least you wanna get here.
$79 all, 6.5 seconds left. Bola ng San Juan Knights.
Well, I guess first order of the day for Nueva Ecija is to really defend the 6.5 seconds. And so far they've done well in putting stops on San Juan. They just gotta do it again on the next 6.5.
Nueva Ecija, they're contending na ito si Jonard Clarito. Bago pa tumama sa bola, sa paa, rather, nito si Will Macaloni, nakaapak na itong si Clarito.
Yeah.
But they gotta stay composed. Tabla pa rin tayo dito. They just need 1 stop. 6.5 seconds left.
It's going to be interesting what the play is going to be for Coach Nani Pundolan. But more interestingly, the defense that Nueva Ecija will put up against this last play for San Juan.
Well, Coach Gerson Cabildes repeat as champion here in the Filbasket? Or will Coach Nani Pondulan and the San Juan Knights avenge their defeat noong nakaraang taon? Just to recap, game number 1 went to the Nueva Ecija Capitals 77-61. But agad naman bumawi dito ang San Juan Knights in a close match in game number 2. And guys, you be the judge of that. Crucial call. Coach Gerson Cabiltes vehemently contesting the ruling of the referees. Kailangan nilang dumepensa dito.
One final stop here for Nueva Ecija with 6.5 seconds remaining.
Coach Mike, what were we expecting from San Juan here?
Well, probably they'll run through some stacks here and try to free up someone, hopefully, maybe a Fuentes or even a Clarito. Remember that last play they had back in the Pasig series when they had that alley-oop play, but there's still too much time on the clock to even go for that alley-oop option.
Guys from both benches really heated up. 79 all, 6.5 seconds left. If you're in Nueva Ecija, you have to stay composed. Tabla pa rin tayo dito. San Juan Knights led at the half 39-29. We mentioned how they've struggled in the elimination round. Only 6 and 5 to finish the eliminations. But here, a chance to win the championship on this offensive possession.
But right now, you still can't tell because we're deadlocked at 79. Nueva Ecija's gotta make a good stop here.
Kapit mga ka-Filbasket. Gutang inbounding from the sideline. Finds Fuentes kontra kay Gabo. 5 seconds. Fuentes. Pasay Isit for free. And we will go to overtime.
And as if we can't figure it out how this ends in fourth quarter, we still need an extra 5 minutes.
Take a look here. CJ Isit. Great challenge by Will Macalone. Coach Gerson Cabiltes lumapit dito sa technical committee, still complaining about that last out-of-bounds play. But we have 5 more minutes, Coach Mike. 79 all for the championship. Pagbabalik po kami. Coach Mike, 79 all in regulation. 5 pang minuto to decide who will be the champions here in the Filbasket Summer Championship. between the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the San Juan Knights.
Well, one thing's for sure, whoever wins this championship between these two gallant teams would surely deserve that title.
The five on the floor for Nueva Ecija: Renz Palma, Hesed Gabo, Michael Wico, JJ Collado, and Michael Mabulak. For San Juan, Justin Gutang, Ato Ular, Orlan Wamar, as Michael Mabulak, the bang in the bucket.
And Michael Mabulak all pumped up now. And look at how relaxed that pass was over to Michael Mabulak, sealing Olar and getting him out of this game on fouls.
5 fouls for Ato Ular. So Mark Sarangay pinasok na rin dito. Kasama nila si Jonard Larito and CJ Isit to round out the 5 for San Juan. Short. 81-79. Larito spins, kicks it out. Isit for 3. Book it!
Basket after basket on both ends of the floor. Why, these guys really just don't want to give up.
CJ Isit, 16 points. Gabo. Pasa kay Collado. Back to Hesed. 9 seconds sa kanilang shot clock. Gabo, sidestep. Beauty! Hesed Gabo, not huge numbers. Only his 8th point. Battle for the loose ball. Larito. Kontra ay Mabulak. Pull-up jumper. No.
And boy, these two teams just throwing punches at each other. I got a better shot, but I'm gonna show you mine.
83-82. Lamang dito ang Nueva Ecija.
They're looking for that high-low again with Collado and Mabulak involved.
Palma. Balik kay Wico.
Gotta
Shot
make
clock
something.
winding down. That floater. Banks it in.
Big basket after big basket.
3-point lead for Nueva Ecija. Horns play for San Juan. Gutang kontra ay Palma. Takes off the 3. Sarangay grabs that offensive board. Pasa ay Gutang. Great fake. And they'll troop to the line for 2.
What about that rebound by Mark Sarangay? Really going for that leather.
Michael Mabulak with his 2nd foul. Meanwhile, Michael Wico, that floater. And that instant replay of the game is brought to you by Smart. Simple. Smart ako.
Michael Mabulak just ripping through that defense put up against him and going glass. And right now, it's the MVP.
All-important free throws for the most valuable player of the Filbasket Summer Championship, Justin Gutang. Knocks down the first. 14 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks.
Still a lot of basketball here.
1-point game, approaching the 3-minute mark. Gabo kontra ay Isit.
Boy, these guys have been at it all game long.
Gabo drives right. Kicks it out. Uyluan. Tumira sa 3. Short.
Oh, look at that leap by Michael Wico.
So review ulit tayo dahil nasa overtime period. Actually, last 2 minutes pa. Pwede mag-review. 2 minutes and 49 seconds left in overtime. Baseline inbounds.
Gotta look at that stagger screen again.
Uyluan fading away. Rebound Gutang.
Oh, look at Gutang going for that leather.
Chance for San Juan to lead here in overtime.
First, you gotta execute though.
Wamar using that Sarangay screen. Kicks it out. Gutang fakes off Wico. Open free. No. That's a bad foul by Orlan Wamar dahil free throws na. para dito kay Hesed Gabo.
Yeah, both teams already in penalty. But how about that 3 by Justin Butang? That was a good look though.
Orlan Wamar trying to steal the ball. Natawagan siya doon ng kanyang pangatlong foul. Meron tayo nanonood galing sa Australia. Kathy Abayon, our courtside reporter, enjoying this mouth-watering matchup between the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the San Juan Knights. Of course, kasama nyo kami ngayon, Ken Pangalinan, Coach Mike Perez, and really busy on the sidelines. And mamaya, kung sino man mag-champion, either kay Megan Cabrera or Sam Coloso, sana handa yung mga kay-coach nyo. Hesed Gabo to the line. 2 minutes and 21 seconds left. 8 points, 4 assists.
So far, itong si Hesed and CJ Iset been going at it for the past so many quarters already in this match.
Gabo, 2.5 points per game in the first 2 games, but here, 9 points, stepping up for Chris Bitoon, who injured his hand and did not suit up here in the second half and overtime.
Yeah, that was a huge loss for Nueva Ecija, yung wala si Bitoon, but thankfully ito si Hesed Gabo stepping up big time against his former teammate in CJ Iset.
Wamar, balik kay Iset, 10 seconds to work with, drives baseline, Butang, drives left, loses the ball, and bola mananatili sa San Juan Knights. As our last 2 minutes is brought to you by Smart. Simple, smart ako. So pwede na i-review yan. 2.8 seconds left sa shot clock ng San Juan.
They want to review the last play though. 87-84. They're going to our baseline out of bounds if this leather is awarded to San Juan Knights. That's one of the more, I guess, difficult defenses that you can put up with on the baseline out of bounds, because there's just so much space that it covers. And maraming mga blind spots, kumbaga, na pwedeng pasahan.
Hesed Gabo so far, 4 points in overtime. Iset, baseline. Trying to look for someone. Pasa kay Clarito, bumungol sa 3.
Oh! We've seen everything, Ken.
I'm speechless, Coach Mike.
Tied ball game at 87 with 2.6 on the clock on the baseline out of bounds. That's something.
14 points for play of Clarito. Gabo being watched by Wamar. Pulls up. Bigay dito kay Wico. Floater, no. Palma.
Oh! And Palma able to put it back in.
Going over the top for that tip-in. 2-point lead, Isit. 1.5 minutes left. Pulls up, that's short. Mabulak with the rebound.
Boy, ill-advised 3 there for CJ Isit. Still a lot of clock here.
70 seconds left in overtime. Palma, pasa kay Mabulak sa loob. And ball tapped away, 8 seconds left.
They're reviewing that last play, who touched it last. But boy, talk about that 3 by Jonard Clarito, letting it go.
But Coach Mike, hindi masyado napag-uusapan, right on cue, Renz Palma, 12 points off the bench. He played last year for the Nueva Ecija best friend. So hindi ito yung mga kasama niya, AICC Manila to last year. Playing heavy minutes, was part of the all-tournament team. But here, a reduced role for Coach Gerson Cabiltes. But here in game number 3, be crucial here pa kay Coach Gerson.
Oh!
Interesting, Coach Mike.
Yeah, interesting, but we gotta leave it to the officials on their decision. But man, you talked about Renz Palma. Renz Palma was actually the 4th player in that 3 bench players that we were saying that should produce.
Oo.
And Res Palma really rising to the occasion para dito sa Nueva Ecija Capitals.
12 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 6 out of 9 field goal shooting. Another look at that last inbounds play. Crucial ang tawag dito. And the call is overturned. Mapupunta sa San Juan Knights. 1 minute and 5 seconds left. 89-87. Lamang dito ang Nueva Ecija.
But the thing is, if you're San Juan, you don't really need the 3. So you're just down 2 at least to equalize. And we'll see how this goes for San Juan.
Wamar being hounded by Gabo. Under a minute left. Isit directing traffic.
Isit wants a clear out.
Being guarded by Wico. Back to Wamar. Drives right. No call. If you're San Juan, you just need to play solid defense. 40 seconds left.
San Juan down 2.
Gabo versus Wamar. Using that McAloney screen.
Oh, what
great
a steal!
And Gabo losing his shoe. At foul kontra sa Nueva Ecija. So 2 free throws for Justin Gutang. A chance to tie the game. And Hesed Gabo has fouled out.
And boy, this is where you really got to dig deep. And look at Coach Gerson tapping the head of Pamboy. He's giving him some messages and instructions.
Pamboy Raimundo, first 2 games only average 8.5 minutes. Here in game number 3, 14 minutes. Scoreless so far, but already with 4 assists. But Justin Gutang, all important free throws. Woo! Man, Justin Gutang. Kanina ng 4th quarter, he also knocked down 2 crucial free throws.
Right. And so far, Justin's the MVP, and he's on the line in this situation. And if I'm Coach Nani Pundalan, I want my MVP to be on that line.
Justin Gutang. So far with 16 points, 13 rebounds. Oh, misses the second
one.
5 seconds differential between the shot clock and game clock. And San Juan seemingly doesn't want to foul.
Pick and roll here. Oh!
Is it fouling Michael Wico, sending him to the line. CJ Isit trying to grab the ball. But I think, Coach Mike, if you're San Juan, maganda na rin yun. You have enough time to execute, make or miss.
Not a good foul, though, by CJ Isit.
And Hesed Gabo seemingly in tears in the sidelines. Or is he actually praying? Well, the fans of Nueva Ecija praying. Michael Wico. 17 points.
Makes this a 2-point game here. 14.7. And so if he makes this, there'll still be a chance for San Juan to come back.
Oo, meron pa sila isang timeout dito. Can advance the ball. Wico, 17 points, 9 rebounds. Misses. Fight for the loose ball. And referees say mananatili si Nueva Ecija.
No, but they're gonna review it. He signaled that they're gonna review it.
Importante ito, Coach Mike. Because if ball stays with Nueva Ecija, San Juan either needs to get a quick steal or foul to send them to the line.
I believe the call on the floor was it's possession over to Nueva Ecija. But they're trying to check.
Nahawakan ba ulit ni Clarito? Because on that look, parang si Mabulak yung nakatapik.
Boy. After the very last 12 seconds, of overtime. We still can't figure out, though we got advantage for Nueva Ecija. It all boils down to this final 12 seconds.
Again, if Nueva Ecija wins, sila rin yung AICC Manila na nanalo.
Yeah. So technically, it's like a back-to-back for the players.
Same coach, almost same players. But for San Juan, it's their chance to redeem themselves from that heartbreaking performance nung nakaraang Filbasket Summer Championship.
Well, make no mistake about it, San Juan also wants to end their season with a championship and, you know, get rid of that heartbreaking impression on their team. And so, this is going to be very interesting how this turns out as our officials try and talk it over.
Alam mo kung tutusin, Coach Mike, matagal-tagal na rin hindi nakakapag-champion itong San Juan. I mean, if you go back to the MPBL, at ayun, bola ng San Juan.
And so after careful review, they figured it's last touch by Nueva Ecija.
So 12 seconds left, lamang dito ang Nueva Ecija, 90-88. And yun nga, it looks like last touch talaga si Michael Mabulak. After that replay.
Well, it looks like by the way things are, I think they're fielding in Maki Acosta.
Oh, for floor
on
spacing,
the floor,
no?
right. And so this is going to be very interesting here on this final play for Coach Nani Pundulan. Because, you know, Coach Nani got shoved into that responsibility of being the interim head coach after Coach Randy Alcantara had to join his team in the bubble for the NCAA. And these players, his team and of San Juan really tried to make adjustments on the fly. With that happening, could have been 11-0. We were talking about that. They lost really close games.
And Coach Mike, Judel Fuentes, although 14 points, matagal na natin hindi nararamdaman, ha?
Yes, it's been quite a while since the last time that we've heard any point production from Judel.
And he's not on the floor here in probably their last possession in overtime. We have CJ Isit with 16 points, Orlan Wamar, Justin Gutan also with 16, Jonard Clarito with 14 points. As here, parehong penalty. Nueva Ecija, if ever ma-convert ang San Juan, they also have one timeout left. Isit with the inbound. Pasa kay Wamar. Binabantayan ni Palma. 9 seconds. Wamar, one-on-one. Drives left. Floater. Too strong. And Pamboy. Oh! Wow! The Nueva Ecija Capitals are your Filbasket Summer Championship champions.
And boy, these guys won game number 1. Lost game number 2 after Coach Gerson got thrown out of the game, and the emotions just flowing now on the champs on the floor of the Summer Championship. That shot by Wamar.
Actually,
no way
that was an open look. Open look, eh. But just overcooks it. Man, Nueva Ecija Capitals, they had to earn this championship, Coach Mike.
And emotions just flowing on the floor right now. Michael Mabulak down on the floor, Michael Wico as well. And boy, you just gotta say and tip your hats off to these two teams for extending this into overtime and making it matter and undecided until the final 12 seconds.
Michael Mabulak, Michael Wico, in tears, and why not? Talagang pinaghirapan nila ito, Coach Mike.
Yup, and you know, the questions in the minds of Nueva Ecija after losing game number 2 and struggling with those free throws, doing it without Coach Gerson. Now it's redemption for these guys. They wanted this title in as much as San Juan did as well, but the best team that came up really is the one that we're going to crown as champions of the Summer Championship of Filbasket.
But Coach Mike, you have to tip your hat off dito sa San Juan Knights. Made Nueva Ecija Capitals earn this championship. Game number 1, akala ng karamihan, natambakan sila doon, wala na silang pag-asa. Came out with a vengeance in game number 2. here in game number 3. In fact, led by as much as 10 points in the first half.
That's right. And you lose Chris Buton along the way in game number 3. That was a huge blow to them. But Hesed Gabo stepped up big time. And the supporters of Nueva Ecija just really enjoying this moment right now. Isit actually had a good inbound on the side of Justin Gutang. They were never able to go to Justin Gutang on that inbound play. And Chris Biton, look at the guy.
Man.
Injured arm at all, injured wrists. You really just can feel the passion of all these guys for the game of basketball. And what a way to end Filbasket Summer Championships, Ken.
And Coach Mike, Nueva Ecija had to dig deep here.
Oh, yeah.
Especially in this final series.
Definitely.
Game number 2, lamang sila 29-22. Late in the second quarter, Coach Gerson Cabiltes got thrown out of that game. Nueva Ecija seemingly lost composure. But man, winning the championship in incredible fashion.
We gotta take a break, Ken.
90-88 in game number 3. Magbabalik po kami for the awarding ceremonies. Back here at the Filbasket Summer Championship, Coach Gerson Cabiltes rallying his troops. Nueva Ecija winning here, 90-88 in game number 3. They are the champions of the 2022 Filbasket Summer Championship.
And Nueva Ecija down on one knee after accomplishing so much in this season. They wanted to sweep everyone in the eliminations, but they won. They lost to the Tanduay Rum Masters. And I talked to Coach Gerson on their second game, and he said, this was a lesson for us. And so they went through eliminations, trailing in one game against Ama and keeping that game close. And so Coach Gerson also said that really that's another wake-up call for us. And ever since, it's been all uphill, but a good climb for Coach Gerson and the Nueva Ecija Capitals.
Kung titignan nyo, itong playoff bracket, hindi naging madali ang journey nitong Nueva Ecija Capitals. They defeated the Kuala Lumpur Asil in the quarterfinals. All-Star Bacolod Ballers Bingo Plus, although na-sweep nila yon. Also a tricky matchup for them in the semis. Pagdating nitong finals, they won handily yung game number 1. Game number 2, Coach Gerson got thrown out at humabol itong San Juan Knights, winning that game. And itong game number 3, they trailed in the first half. Lamang itong San Juan Knights 39-29 after 2 quarters. But the heart of the champion prevailing here for Nueva Ecija. Man, what a journey.
And the struggle even made it all the more sweeter for Nueva Ecija after clinching this title in the Summer Championships. And boy, this team is really something else. Having to climb back after trailing for the most part in this match. Looked like San Juan was looking good to finally finish this series. But then the resilience of the Capitals, Bobby Balucanag, Renz Palma, Hesed Gabo, who else? Michael Mabulak, Michael Wico, Collado. Man, these guys really deserve to be called champions of Filbasket Summer Championship.
At talagang dumaan sila sa butas ng karir, Coach Mike.
Definitely.
Yung pinaghirapan talagang literal yan kasi all the technical fouls, the physicality, the emotional toll on these players. But etong Nueva Ecija Capitals digging deep, finding a way to make sure na bumalik sa kanila ang kampyonato.
And we've been talking about the title. Let's not forget, that's $1 million, Ken. That's $1 million pesos that they're gonna win.
At ang maganda dito, yung mga may bahay ng ating mga players, ng ating mga coaches, masaya ngayong Mother's Day. Di ba? And now we'll turn you over to Nach Piravalles for our awarding ceremonies.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Guys, let's settle down for the awarding ceremony. Okay na? After 77 games, 27 game days, 3 different venues, and a grueling series that went the distance, we crowned a champion in the Filbasket Summer Championship presented by Pure Gold. To award the trophies and prizes, we called to center court Filbasket President and co-founder Commissioner Jai Reyes. Ladies and gentlemen, the Filbasket Summer Championship runners-up, the San Juan Knights.
Here inside the Muntinlupa Sports Center, kung saan namayagpag ang Nueva Ecija Capitals in overtime 90-88 here in game number 3. Ken Pangilinan po kasama si Coach Mike Perez, and what a way to end Filbasket Summer Championship. And Coach Mike, tayong dalawa talaga eh.
Oh,
di ba?
I mean, this is a coverage that
Summer Championship runners-up, the San Juan Knights. Led by interim head coach Nani Epundulan, Coach Randy Alcantara, Coach Yong Garcia, Assistant Coach Jerry Andalion, Team Manager June Usman, Team Governor Chris Conwy, Team Owner Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Players are Nino Ibanez, CJ Isit, Ato Ular, Orlan Wamar, Mark Sarangay, Maki Acosta, Christian Bunyag, Judel Fuentes, Justin Gutang, O'Neil Arim, Don Peralta, Jonard Clarito, and Joseph Ubalde. And now, the winners of the 2022 Filbasket Summer Championship, the Nueva Ecija Capitals. Your 2022 Filbasket Summer Championship winners. Head Coach Gerson Cabildes, Assistant Coaches Noy Catalan, Florian Pineda, Joseph Guion, Arnold Oliveros, Harold Nang, Team Manager Ivan Cuevas, Team Owner Mayor Rian Cuevas, and Bong Cuevas, and the players, Team Captain Jonathan Uyluan, Pamboy Raymundo, J.R. Taganas, Hesed Gabo, Will Macaloni, Bobby Balucanag, Philip Manalang, JP Sarao, Stephen Zeruma, JJ Collado, Tonton Bringas, Chris Bitoon, Michael Mabulak, Michael Wico, Harold Nang, Byron Villarias, and Renz Palma. Needless to say, we now award our best coach of the tournament.
Kasama si Nob.
Isisingit.
Now.
After ko sabihin yung coach. Jai Reyes, together with Games and Amusement Board, Mr.
Nop Moriles.
Nop Moriles. Needless to say, we now award our best coach of the tournament, none other than Coach Gerson Cabiltes. May we request Coach Gerson Cabiltes to say a few words?
First, I just want to thank the Lord for this one. This is just a gift coming from Him. Hindi na nga namin alam to, paano namin nahabol yung lamang. They're in control the whole game. Pero with the guidance of the Lord, kinaya namin. I'm just so proud of my boys for never giving up. They have the heart of the champion. Coming into the ball game, after game 2 loss, hindi ako makatulog. I was just counting hours just to be in this moment. And napakagandang biyaya to na binigay ni Lord. Just thankful ako sa family ko na dyan, sa wife ko, my kids, parents ko, nandyan, family ko, kapatid ko, and my and relatives and yung mga kaibigan ko, daming dumayo dito. Sa pamilya ng mga players ko, nandiyan din. Also, thankful ako kila Boss Bong Cuevas, kay Gov Ryan Cuevas, Boss Ivan, Mayor Vian Cuevas, maraming salamat sa suporta. This is for all the Nueva Eciano. This one is for Nueva Ecija. We cannot do this without their support. Para po sa inyong lahat to. May God bless us all.
Thank you and congratulations, Coach Gerson Cabiltes. But we still have some unfinished business. It's now to reveal our finals MVP. With averages of 10.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, 3.7 assists, 0.3 blocks, 55% field goals, 80% free throws. The 2022 Filbasket Summer Championship Pure Gold Best Player of the Game and Finals MVP, Michael Wico. Michael, pangalawang champion nyo na to. So, anong masasabi mo sa ganitong klaseng experience with your teams?
Siguro sobrang ano lang namin sa sistema kaya nakukuha namin tong ganitong actually pang-apat na namin to. So, wala akong masasabi. Salamat sa mga teammate ko, sa management namin, sa head coach namin, yun lang. maraming salamat. Tsaka sa lahat ng taga Nueva Ecija, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Thank you, boss. Cuevas, Ivan Cuevas, Rian Cuevas. Yun lang.
May sasabihin ka pa, speech?
Okay na yun. Wala na. Siguro, ano lang, nagpapasalamat lang ako sa Filbasket, sa lahat ng naniniwala sa akin, sa lahat ng basher ko. Maraming salamat sa inyo.
Congratulations once again to Michael Wico, our Pure Gold Best Player and Finals MVP. And to your champions, the Nueva Ecija Capitals. We send it back now to Ken and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Natch. And what a way to end itong Filbasket Summer Championship, Coach Mike. 90-88, Nueva Ecija Capitals in overtime.
You never question the heart of a champion, and Nueva Ecija, like what we said, bested out every one of them and beating out the San Juan Knights in a very exciting and closely fought series. Should go down as a classic here in Filbasket.
And the finals MVP, Michael Wico, what a redemption story for him. Nung Filbasket Summer Championship, only averaged 6 points in 3 games. In fact, only scored 5 points in that game number 3. But here, man, we see the highlights here. Will McAloney, 15 points in game number 1, leading the way for Nueva Ecija, 77-61. Coach Nani searching for answers. Akala ng lahat, tatapusin na ng Nueva Ecija dahil nga napaka-dominant yung showing nila nung game number 1. JJ Collado, 9 points. Coach Yong Garcia tried to will his troops. Pagdating ng game number 2, nung una, lumamang itong Nueva Ecija by 10 points in the first quarter. Justin Gutang, that with that throwdown, yun nga, lamang sila. Talking about the Nueva Ecija by 10 points in the first half. But late in the second quarter, with Nueva Ecija up 29-22, Coach Gerson Cabiltes got thrown out after contesting that non-call. Jonor Clarito was really big para dito sa San Juan Knights in game number 2. 14 points, 8 rebounds. Orlan Wamar sinking that dagger triple to push this game to game number 3. They won that 71-65. Game number 3, San Juan Knights out for redemption. Etong Nueva Ecija Capitals trying to go back-to-back. And man, this game number 3, Coach Mike, kung i-describe mo, how can you describe this game number 3, Coach Mike?
Well, just one word, it's really a classic. I mean, the entire series at all, including itong game number 3, neither team letting up. Each of the quarters, they all battled until we couldn't finish anything in regulation. And they've been doing a good job, both teams rather. Nueva Ecija man yan o San Juan, they gave us a really good fight. And actually, ang nanalo dito bukod sa mga fans, bukod sa Nueva Ecija, would be the fans that have supported Filbasket all throughout. And so, you know, with everything has cleared after regulation, it's been Nueva Ecija. We needed that extra until the last 12 seconds when San Juan had that final setup. But Michael Mabulak, Michael Wico, Renz Palma woke up just in the nick of time, and including McAloney, to be able to force this game and win it all para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
Nueva Ecija prevailing in overtime 90-88 to clinch the championship. Siyempre gusto namin pasalamatan our cameraman, JBT Media's production service, Jello of Solar Sports, our slow-mo operator Jason Roman, line graphics Eboy Raffer, technical director JM Flores, our courtside floor directors Mike Danan, Jeffrey Mopon Banwa, our panel floor director of course Rene Tikboy Guan, game producer Jeffrey Evangelista, our director Akmar Sabirin, our head of productions and director Freddy Picardal, of course our executive producer Mr. Noel Zarate, and syempre mga kasama natin sa panel, Coach Mike Stancy, Anthony Perez, Bob Guerrero, Nico Quintong, Javi Palanyam, and of course ikaw, Coach Mike Perez, our courtside reporters Kathy Abayon, Sam Coloso, Megan Cabrera, and Natch Miravalles. Ako po si Ken Pangilinan. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you, good night, see you dito sa Filbasket.